But
Take her name out your mouth.
you got to get that. Got to get on that Netflix game, man.
I own it, monthly. I
Yeah.
own a
Well, I mean,
subscription
rent
to it,
Yeah.
to Netflix.
Do you really ever own anything?
Well, I
No,
steal it
true.
every other week.
Yeah, technically, I think the password's through my brother-in-law, but
That's what I'm talking about.
he owns a boat, so it come with Netflix.
Well, that's just lucrative, really, for the TV watchings.
He's a good guy, blonde hair,
Sounds gorgeous.
tall,
So,
blue-eyed.
do you?
You're not hurting his case.
Do you like an IPA beer?
An international
Pale Ale.
Porter Alliance.
Kind of.
What brand? What flavor is it?
Well, it's hoppy. They're out of Oregon.
Oh shit! Yeah, you shouldn't have told him that. I don't know
Here
if
we
he'll
go
do it.
again.
I'm an Oregon donor, dude.
Oh, that is
There you
true.
go, organ donor.
Oregon State.
I'm an Oregon donor, buddy. I would take a sip of one, and I did find a flask today. I got it for you. It was free, but it was dirt. It was in the ditch. It's a ditch flask.
So you didn't get it.
Well, I mean, we could have left it. Is what I'm saying. I said I'll take that to Skin Man. It's
Okay.
Stanley,
There's something in it.
the tool company.
Ooh. Yeah, it's filled with hate and discontent. I'm thinking Kentucky Gentleman
Well, have a couple more. Have a couple more beers. And
$1 a drink.
or
then try it.
maybe a Green Level Evan Williams.
I don't know, man. And this is a fancy ditch. This is a good
No.
part. It's a good
It's pretty
part of
fancy.
town.
It's
So-
pretty fancy.
Were you
yeah,
mowing it?
for sure?
No, we weren't mowing it. It was-
Absolutely not. No, we did not do that.
You just hanging out in ditches now? What the
Yeah.
fuck's going on?
Hanging out.
I have more questions than.
Well, some
I
of their
know.
best content.
Steve, can you hear us better? You're closer.
Can you hear me now?
You're in the same state, buddy.
Yeah, sorry we're late. There's a lot of construction out
Yeah,
there.
there's so much construction.
And Eric's having domestic problems with his wife again.
Yeah.
Well, now let's go ahead and shine a little light back on the subject of why you guys were late. Was there
It's construction.
Was there big wins down at the Kansas Star?
Oh, no.
No.
No, we weren't.
No, we did not stop there. We stopped and got you a flask because that was nice, and some bum filled it. Well, partway, he drank most of it, but there's still some left.
Yeah, I think that's thick urine.
Nope, you should try it.
There he is.
I will answer for
I'm
Conrad.
not drinking out of a ditch flask, dude.
Come on,
I'll
dude.
give you
It
$1.
smelled
Oh my
fine.
god.
It smelled fine.
It smelled alcohol.
I'll have one of your
I
beers with
watched
this
you
tea.
eat a can of freaking 7-year-old gravy, bro, and you're worried about a flask that's possible alcohol to kill off.
And that gravy we found in the ditch.
Well, it could
Yeah,
be.
that was
it could
ditch
be
gravy.
some.
and you ate the Facefuckers 3, and they found that in the ditch.
There is
That's a good movie.
No, wait a minute, hold on. I know everybody's laughing and stuff, but Steve had Spangles for dinner.
Just put it in a bowl.
It just tastes better.
It'll
have diarrhea for
breakfast.
Thanks for coming in. Would you like your biscuit in a bowl?
Did
Maybe
it taste
take
better?
it down the slip and slide, get some coffee.
Wonder if she was live.
It'd be
for his
nice.
first visit.
He's got to hear the commercial. I wonder if he's been listening to
Oh, he's
local
in Kit
radio.
Kat.
Hopefully he does. At least like
He
Google
heard
up
it like
some
9
Spangles
times
commercials.
today.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's heard it at least.
While he
that
was there,
time.
he heard her for sure.
Yeah,
that's
yeah, he's
true.
in Western
Because they like to
Kansas.
go in and enjoy the experience.
You know, driving from Colorado to here, that's all you hear is Spangles. Spangles, come on in. That tastes better.
Yeah, I don't think he's got any of his stuff yet, from what I've seen.
No, that's what it sounds like. They're just going and they should go. I wish it was garage selling time of year because they could have their house filled up by
It
the time
is.
their
There's a
stuff.
couple garage sales.
Yeah,
you
there's
might be able to
garage
find a
sales.
couple couches or something.
At least temporary. Throw them out once.
Well, you know, he's
burn 'em.
close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got a lot of stuff to do. He's in El Dorado, so he can shoot down to Newton there in Amish
Yeah.
country, take a
Mhm.
bunch of pictures for Chris,
Yeah.
and then get some delights from the Amish community.
They go down to Hutch, go to salt mines.
They got.
Go to the salt mines,
got
You know
go
what
to
I'm saying? Just
the-
tour
I've
them.
never been.
Well, they got the air muse the
the Space Museum.
space museum.
Oh,
Yeah.
the fake space museum. You can go
It's
walk around
real.
that.
I mean, the museum's real.
yeah, the museum's real, but the stuff they're talking about hadn't happened. But
Yeah,
the capsules and stuff. Hey, we
true.
fit 3 guys in this. No, you didn't.
That's right. 3 guys can't fit in there.
Yeah.
And they went to space.
Oh yeah. How long did that
Huh,
last?
cool.
That's a fun trip. There's stuff to do.
Well, Steve,
Well, they're right-
welcome to
they're right
Kansas,
by
dude.
Kansas City.
You know, we
They're-
were,
Yeah.
as we always drive down the corridor, and you'll soon know the corridor.
So far, they think people are nice.
Oh, they're nice.
You gotta get the corridor. Corridor goes north and south, and you came out from the west there. So
Well, one discussion that Eric and I were having today in between finding out about his marriage and what's going on with it, seeing how long that'll
On
last.
Eric's?
I'm texting her now. I'm gonna say 30 more minutes.
Okay, that's what I was thinking. It's not going good in his love life. That's typical for a man of his age and
Yeah.
the stuff that he likes. But we were talking about
Other dudes.
oh no. That's a kid of yours, isn't it?
That's a boy of mine.
Yeah.
How he's done up for the football game tomorrow.
Post Malone.
Looks good.
Dude looks gangster.
You've lost control of your roost.
It's my buddy Gibbs.
You've lost control of the roost. The roost has left you.
Is that your son?
Our children
a
will
boy on
never
your
behave
team?
that way.
That is his
The roost.
real son.
The roost. The
So-
roost
That's
is
my
on
son.
fire.
He is pretty gangster. I've met him.
He's gangster, but the discussion we should be having is whether or not the legality of edible horse and equine. We were talking about that.
That's not what we should be discussing at all.
We get around a freaking table like this.
Shut up. That
you're-
could cut up a horse on. Yes, I get
Yeah.
it.
No, I'm just saying it's beautiful. It will be plenty of horse.
I've been thinking about changing the set. So
Well, yeah. It's cleaner.
It looks
Definitely.
great.
It does look great. Yeah. But anyways, I
I
don't
was
know
gonna
what
do
you
like
guys.
the ESPN type desk. I don't know what that is though.
I just gotta have some sort of cross-eyed African American behind there.
Yeah, in a circle.
It's 7:15.
What?
for
Shout
those,
out to Stuart Scott, man.
Yeah, what's up,
He's a
Stu?
friend of mine.
He's dead.
Yeah, it's dead.
Now, Casey,
Like Bob
if you could
Saget. Guys,
stop-
they died.
if you could stop bragging
He didn't
about
see it
yourself
coming.
for 1 second here, and we'll get back to the equine.
Yes.
Because, and Steve understands. He's in Kansas now, so he knows what a horse is. He's probably seen a couple.
It started as all good conversations do. Why are people who own horses?
Yeah.
And Eric was wanting to tax them more.
Luxury tax.
Luxury tax.
No real purpose to have a horse except for to show off.
Right.
And then,
Same reason for having a dog.
well,
No, there's purpose.
you got sex with the
Companionship.
dog.
Companionship.
Well, where does this taxation stop?
Hold
though?
on, I think a horse could be a companion.
Where's
Many
it stop?
people-
This is a slippery slope.
Many
Oh,
people
yeah, it
enjoy
is,
the-
dude. In the Hunchback of Vietnam.
Wow,
Each
coming
one.
down there.
Speaking of slippery slopes, you're right.
That's right.
But the problem, I said, Eric, why not? Yes, we tax them unless when they're done with the horse, like the horse doesn't compete anymore in shows or whatever they're doing, we eat the horse.
Yeah.
What?
As long as it's used as food
Mhm.
eventually, then I think it's
I think it's
non-tax.
by the age that they are, they just make a better glue.
well.
You can
Are we
use
gluing them
parts.
still? Are we
You-
still doing?
Yeah, you can use parts for glue. Sure.
That's the bones,
Sure.
though. It's not the meat.
That's the marrow. The
So
marrow's
I'm-
sticky.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure if that horse showed up in one of the sanctuary cities, it would not.
And right
last
now,
long.
those cities
Like the
are
Vatican.
Portland.
Brown is what they are.
New York,
Is New York a sanctuary city?
Browner than normal.
San Francisco.
DC.
San Francisco, Washington D.C.
Boston.
And guess what? No horses in any of these cities.
Martha's Vineyard.
Well, the horse cops. Sometimes they have the horse cops in New York and Boston for whatever reason. I don't know what they use them for.
They just sound cooler on the streets.
Oh, and sometimes, yeah, that's true.
They don't use them to sniff out bombs. That's for
Louisiana.
sure.
horses are dumb.
Louisiana, they have horses.
In Louisiana, no, that's
That's-
gators. That's
No, no,
crocodiles.
no. They have horses. And it's
Very
fun
similar. They just you don't ride them and they're short
go-
and bite you,
they
like
go
just
down-
like a horse.
They go down Bourbon Street.
Oh, they're talking about the cops.
You're
Yeah.
talking about Mountie.
Yeah.
You're talking
With-
about
with their
Louisiana
axe
Mounties.
handles?
Yeah,
Well, that's
I
a
did
purpose.
say that.
That's a
Like,
purpose.
That's a
Don't
purpose.
tax
It's
that
cra-
horse.
It's crowd control. Yeah.
said that 5 minutes. Boston has that too.
Boston has
that
it?
horse has 14
Those are
medals.
just called Boston Mounties.
Well,
Wichita
right.
has it.
Yeah, Wichita does have horse
Mhm.
mounties.
Every big city.
Dude, I think if you rode a
Yeah.
horse,
How much meat is that though, Casey?
that's
lot.
so
Not
much.
very much.
It doesn't mean you don't have to eat
Oh,
every
it's so
horse.
lean.
I'm just saying, eat them. You don't.
The old one.
If they serve a purpose, sure, do that purpose. But
I don't
otherwise,
give
eat
a
'em.
shit if you do. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't.
Well, do
Talk
you think
about-
that like what are you?
Why
like,
are we not eating people when they die though? We're
Gross.
getting all the way back
Well,
to that.
Have you
that's
seen
Soylent
their-
Green. That's Tuesday's Soylent Green Day, and we're on our way to getting there. I think.
Because Jesus Christ, our Savior, told us not to.
But Jesus had no qualms about eating
In which
horse.
book?
Jesus would take a
Third one.
crucifix if it mattered back then.
And
It was
ate
just
it.
a cross
He
back
just
then
eat it.
before he died on it.
Are we gonna butcher old Swayback down here on Fagger Street?
Nope.
That horse serves
Classic.
a purpose.
Yeah.
That's
That's a
grandfather.
landmark. That's a
Just as
landmark.
proof and hope.
The
It's
horse
like a
of
historical
Fagger.
museum.
Yeah.
Like, could be worse. You could look like this.
It's a unicorn.
I don't know. That horse has gotten thicker through COVID.
You think so? I seen it sitting in the car the other day. Like it had figured out a way to get in. And
It was just getting air conditioning.
No, The ribs are just buckling.
Yeah, I think it says it rides shotgun in that car that's in the front yard quite a bit,
Yeah.
as just to stay out of the sun.
I think you guys are. We'll let Steve see it one day, and I think you guys have been making this. I mean, that horse is healthy if I've ever seen one.
Oh, if Steve sees that horse and then reads my crockpot horse recipe, it's over, dude.
That's no, it's just how.
Because you
That's
just
the
put
model.
pepperoncinis. You just put pepperoncinis in it.
Yeah,
That's the secret.
that's a secret.
I sprinkle a dry ranch packet in there.
Yeah. Half cup of bouillon,
It's a very simple recipe.
horse broth.
Oh,
You wouldn't
Start making
think it,
horse broth.
I just.
but a half a cup of grape jelly in the crock pot with that?
A fourth
don't
of
you
a
think about
pound
this? What
of
were you
horse
thinking about
faces.
today?
I'll be honest. Eating horse.
I mean, what were you thinking
No.
about? Like, when do you think about food, Casey? How do you? Because I know you don't really much.
I don't. I just think about a sustainable food that doesn't harm or hurt anybody. That's what I think about.
Well, there's so many horses.
So sustainable food that's not poison?
Yes.
Okay. Horses.
Well, I mean, that doesn't harm anything or anybody.
You said anybody. I mean, so including other animals.
Yeah.
So broccoli?
Or yeah, like.
But in a way, aren't they eating the food that you should be eating? Carrots, sugar, strawberry, whatever horses, apples. Yeah, small strawberry.
That's true. Maybe if I ate that stuff. Well, I don't eat none of that stuff though.
That's
Well,
true. You don't eat
Because
any.
you can't because the horses took
Well,
it
you ate
all.
sugar. You eat sugar. You eat lots of
That's
sugar.
true. I'm a snackatarian. I mean,
What did you eat this? What have you eaten this week?
this week?
Yeah,
Hold
I
on,
said
before
today
you-
you might be like,
Hey.
I've had one hot
No,
pocket.
I
you know?
mean, shit,
Before
I
you
had-
answer
this
that,
morning
can
I had
we-
a breakfast
Can we have a
burrito.
small round of applause? Because Steve said it's all happening. Is what he says. He says he saw his first real Kansas random dude. He was sitting in
yeah.
the house with his daughter, and a guy walking down the middle of the road with what looked like Chinese takeout.
Yes.
Nice, nice.
You'll see a lot of that, but
Yeah.
Yeah, he just you know
that's not a random dude. That's your neighbor.
that's El Dorado. dude.
Yeah, we're all just numb to that.
He's random dude right now.
You'll
Yeah.
wait till you see random.
It's like
dude.
somebody that lives out in Africa sees a monkey jumping around. He's like,
Mhm.
yeah, they're
Yeah, that's
everywhere.
not
Whatever.
Yeah, you're gonna have some people in the
Random
trees
dude is
eating
filling
Chinese
up
food in El Dorado.
is filling up that same Tupperware at the gas station with iced tea.
Yeah.
That's random dude.
When
Or
you-
if the
when you
guy
st-
was if the guy was carrying the Chinese food, the Chinese takeout,
Yeah.
while he was playing the accordion.
Yes.
Or segue in, or you'll get
That's
it.
a
But
random.
that was a good start.
If
that
he
was
was
a good
chucking,
start.
if he was chucking egg rolls at your house and
Yeah.
then like blessing your house because you just moved in, that's a random.
That's a
dude.
random dude,
That's
right?
a random dude.
If he
No,
was
I-
rollerblading and using chopsticks as little ways to turn, that's a random dude.
Wearing
Yeah, or if
cut-off
he was
shorty
eating, if he was
shorts.
eating Cheetos out of the Chinese takeout box.
Yeah,
That's a
that's a
random
random
dude.
Random dude.
That's a random dude. If he had a thong tee back on
Yeah.
and he was listening to Britney
And
Spears
he's listened to
and doing,
T-Pain
doing
and
the electric slide down the middle of
And
the road.
you find out that he works for the Mormon church. Was knocking on your door to see if
Yeah,
talk to you about Jesus.
yeah. If he had a
That's a
face
random-
tattoo and a bloody
I
nose,
feel like
that's a
we're
random
making it
dude.
maybe too random, dude.
Well, that's just unsafe segue
Yeah,
driving.
if he's putting like bats in people's mailboxes,
Yeah.
that's a random
That's
dude.
a random dude.
Or if he's talking to random mailboxes,
And-
that's a
and
random
believe me,
dude.
It'll all
No, that's
happen.
just
I
Tuesday.
mean, you've been in town 24 hours. Give it time.
Yeah.
That was a good start.
Yeah.
That's a good start. That's a damn good
Don't
start.
get yourself numb to it too soon.
It's called a discman, and that's a random
Now,
dude.
let's just say, just keep an eye on your daughter for the first couple weeks.
yeah,
No, you'll be
don't
fine.
let her out of your sight,
Do
dude.
not let her out of the house.
Whatever you're saying.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
completely
should be
safe, so-
fine. Should be fine.
None of us have lost a kid for more than a couple
No.
of days.
Nah, we don't spend much time in El Dorado. Just be careful. Keep.
Hey,
Dude,
fucked up.
what are you talking about? Shipping people to freaking Martha's Vineyard, Casey. Greg Abbott's down there in his wheelchair
Oh, wait.
No, it was this DeChamptis.
buying goddamn, whatever Expedia tickets
You
for a
just
bunch
wait
of
till I
immigrants.
get off that plane.
That was the chamois guy DeChantis.
Or
It's
whatever.
not
they're
it's not
both
the
doing it.
residents of El Dorado. It's all the transient roughneck workers that go through there.
Yeah.
A lot of
All the-
railroad workers.
All the railroad and
Oh,
oil field folks.
Big railroad down
And they love Chinese.
Oh,
Mm,
Love them.
Yeah.
Ugu Gai Pan?
More,
you
please.
Say it
Can't even
again.
keep it in stock.
Lady boys.
So what did you eat today?
Yeah. What would you?
I had a
eat?
breakfast, half a breakfast burrito for breakfast.
What
From
brand?
what? Yeah. From what?
Amy, my wife, makes me one in the morning.
So fresh tortilla that she.
Yep,
She rolled it.
tortilla, eggs, has veggie meat in it, little veggie sausage,
Okay.
Mhm.
and then
Microwaved all that
Cheese?
or
she cooks it. She
skillet?
skillets it,
Mhm.
and then I like it like the shell like cooked.
Oh, really? On
So
your
she
burrito, you
grills,
toast it?
Yeah, she grills the burrito,
Okay.
and then, but I can't. I'm not. My stomach's not usually ready to eat that much in the morning, so I just eat half of that, and then
Right.
I put it in the fridge. And usually, a lot of times, that's what I'll have for lunch is the other half of it.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
But today, I snuck away and got 2 cheesy bean and rice burritos from Taco Bell.
Hell
Yep,
yeah.
we called that.
Yep.
Oh,
And
you
then-
little bitch.
And then for dinner tonight, Amy made, there were little veggie chicken nuggets, and I don't like that brand, so I had like 2 of those, and then I had a decent sized bowl of macaroni and cheese.
Homemade or craft?
The shell or the what's the blue box
Craft.
Kraft? Yeah.
See, but does anything get you excited, or do you have kind of like that stuff most of the time?
That's kind of my
That's
there.
most of your
That's
regular.
I mean, other than I may not like only 2 times a week I might get me some Taco Bell. I mean, not
Yeah.
every day.
Yeah.
But there's nothing that's like
No,
unless
there's some. Yeah, I mean, like Fazoli's. I love Fazoli's, man. I get freaked out about the bread from Fazoli's. That's that's probably
that's
my.
true.
Or I've got one vegetarian restaurant that does this red pepper cashew cheese. It's not actually cheese. It's like peanuts
Peanuts made
it's-
out of cheese.
Yeah, but it's like the best, dude. It's crazy how good it is. But it's like a black chip, the black chips, the stone chips, and then
Oh,
they have all the cut up.
it's like a
little
hummus, but it's a peanut butter kind of.
No, it's all
something?
it's
No,
cheese,
it's
dude. It's
hummus.
freaking good, man.
Sorry.
I don't know.
Like a soft cheese?
Yeah, it's a dippable. I mean,
Like
it's
a
like
brie?
a queso.
Like
Yeah.
a brie.
It's like a
melted
queso.
brie.
Sometimes it is a little thicker.
It's a
but most of the
dippable.
time it's like
It's
a
a
queso.
dippable.
It drips,
I'm pretty sure it's
okay.
just called pimento cheese.
but it's called red pepper cashew.
Yeah, you
Cheese.
just come in
Where
a
do you
little
find that?
glass
I've
jar.
never even heard
It's
of
from
that.
Oregon.
It's at Lotus Leaf Cafe. But yes, I mean, Google it. It's a thing. It's fucking badass.
It sounds
I
like
don't-
the Kraft pimento
It'll change
cheese
your
that came
life
in those
on-
little glass
on
jars.
The
blue
cheese
lid.
game. Like if you were lactose intolerant,
Yeah,
as long as you could eat peanuts still, you're all game on.
I can eat peanuts anytime I want, but
Mhm.
That's true. But peanuts.
peanuts. Yes.
Oh yeah.
The thing is, I just like you don't ever get a phone call from your wife or somebody who's like, "Hey, guess what? They just legalized horse. We can eat it." Like, I get to have that call happen to me when
Now,
Eric
is
calls
it-
me and
is
says,
it
"We can
illegal?
do it."
Well, who did
Is it
they,
illegal
did
to begin
they,
with?
did they recently legalize horse?
No, but you don't
Well,
even
might
get to have the
legalize pot
fantasy.
or,
You don't
know,
even-
yeah.
You don't even
it's not
get to have a fantasy of it.
if they legalized, no,
That's not
'cause honey
cheating.
buns, but those are legalized, and I eat those a lot.
Just saying, like, it
I did
sucks
have
that
one of those tonight.
the
too.
best food
Had
that you can ever have is already out there. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, I guess
and-
not really. I could eat like some exotic plant that's illegal to do, or like something like that, maybe.
Yeah,
Some
but-
truffle.
But would it be good? And we know horse would be good.
No, it'd be horrible.
Horse?
Yes,
No.
I don't think so.
No,
I
a
think
young
horse would be-
colt?
Yeah.
it'd be
A
young
sign me up.
horrible.
Yeah.
A young colt. It'd be horrible.
No,
It'd be
because you
worse
keep
than
them.
deer.
caged
Deer's
up.
not good. You have to talk yourself into it being good.
Oh,
And it's
deer
not.
is really
That's
good
because
if it's caged up.
No,
if it's
especially-
You got to weight them down
Especially
and
'cause-
feed them good.
wild or not, they're way too muscle, way too strong. I don't think you'd like it, man.
I know you
Name a
domesticate
lean
them.
meat you
Yeah.
fucking like, or
You
a-
will
a
also
lean meat.
yeah.
I like 90-10
Yeah,
beef.
you have my
All of
attention.
them elk, all of them
Filet.
are shitty, man.
Yeah,
Now
fillets
you
good.
know how the string
Beef
cheese
fillet.
you can peel it
But that
off.
comes off of a fat fucking cow. It's not. It
Yeah,
is
but
a lean
our
meat off
horses,
of a
our
fatty.
colts will
It's
be
got
fat.
the fucking.
Yep.
It's
Well,
got
okay.
the fats soaking in it and all that stuff that you
Yeah.
guys love that makes your meats better. The cow don't
You
have.
also-
The horse don't
you-
have none of
I'm
that.
you
talking
also-
about that
you're-
cheese you're talking
You also
about.
have to remember
Yeah.
you're thinking of horses today. We haven't had 300 years of
Exactly. That's why I said.
breeding the most delicious
Meat
horse.
horses.
But you
We've
won't.
got to start today.
I know, but you're too far away. You
No.
won't. That by the
Oh,
time he
no,
makes
no.
that call, you'll be in your 70s. You won't even. You'll be
Actually,
gumming them and.
no, that's wrong, Casey.
Because
It's
other
just-
countries are
it's
already
all
doing
how
it.
it's
And I
all how you cook it. Because if you marinate it right,
Yeah.
Here's the deal thing: if you get like a wild stallion, you go out there because there's a lot of wild stallions
Yeah.
out there. You
Songs about
capture
'em.
one, you put it
it's me, Wild Stallion. What's
Hey,
up?
yo.
Hey,
Those are the ones
That's
you
so me.
don't want to eat.
you put it in the tub to clean it out
Said my
Yeah,
sounder. I'm
right.
sorry.
for 3 days,
Yeah,
and you
soak it
feed
in
it
buttermilk.
good and soak it in buttermilk.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
And
where do I
then-
put the
But I'm
carp?
just saying, even like in
Put
the set,
under
you
it.
don't hear
Yeah.
You put
a
the
lot of
horse
tell
under the
eating
carp.
horse.
The
even
carp under the
bad
horse.
ones, the-
Because if
well,
the carp's
they
not in
ate
the tub,
every
where
single
the hell's
thing
it
else,
gonna
and
go?
they didn't eat them. You don't think that they tried it?
Can we point out the obvious that the only guy in here that does not eat meat is lecturing us how bad that meat would taste?
With taste.
I think that
Horse
you.
is the reason I stopped eating meat. That's what I was gonna say. Okay, I tried it.
I
and I've
think
never
that
ate meat since.
Yeah.
If
Horses
You
don't
told
do
me
it,
it
guys,
was deer.
don't do it.
You said it was deer.
How much does a horse weigh on average? 400 pounds.
biggest deer I've ever seen in my life.
I'm
4 to
5.
850, 1,200, in some cases
I'm-
2,000 pounds.
It looked like a
We're
Clydesdale.
not talking about draft horses. Those would be a little chewy.
And they can't draw with a shit. I
A
don't know
good
why
a
they're
good
called that.
thoroughbred. I'm gonna guess 450.
450. Yeah, I think like a 400-pound animal.
Mhm.
But you put a bunch of those loading straps on it and keep it from fucking moving around
Yep.
doing its thing.
How many
Feed it.
hands high?
It's gonna taste what you feed it. Feed it pineapple.
Feed it that fake cheese that Casey likes so bad.
Feed it
Yeah.
olive oil. You know what I'm
I
saying?
see where you're going with this.
Marinate
and
it
that's a
while it's
myth.
alive.
And Popeye while you're
Yeah.
at it.
Put some like chocolate covered coffee beans.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
Be like coffee rubbed horse.
Ooh,
Yeah.
and who cares what it does? It sits in its poop. We don't care.
Nah.
Drag it to a different part of the field.
Feed
Are you
it.
hungry yet? Then put a bullet in its head and let's eat.
Feed it a whole Wagyu cow.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of female listeners have been asking us to just reach out and like
Buy him a horse.
do some stuff with more horse talk.
Yeah.
Well, we're talking about cooking, so
And they like cooking shows.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Could you imagine eating a horse neck?
Oh,
Oh, could
not
you
a
imagine
whole one in one evening.
right around the bone.
you have
Madness.
you filleted a horse neck and you got it lengthwise.
Yeah.
It's from me to you.
Average horse
And I'm
is
eating this in
660
and you're eating that
pounds.
in. We made a new spaghetti noodle of romance, a new romance food.
Oh,
You know, we're just sucking that horse jerky and then kissing right in the middle with
Mm.
horse breath.
Uh,
That's hot.
Chris
Yeah.
just got here from his second job, guys. Welcome, Chris.
Hey.
Hopefully we can brighten your day, dude.
you could get a whole horse neck and just prepare it whole.
Yeah.
On the grill and then slice vertebrae off. So it's like a big old
Oh.
ham steak, but a horse neck
Oh.
steak.
Oh.
Oh, talk about the rib.
Crack
Butterfly.
crack an egg in
Butterfly
the
horse neck?
airway.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, in the air hole.
And
I want my horsey
so
back,
cooks in
horsey
there.
back, horsey back.
Oh.
Neck.
Oh, you fuck some sausage into that esophagus.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Stuff a couple jalapenos in there.
Mhm.
Cream cheese on there.
Oh,
Some armadillo eggs.
Oh my god.
Okay, so you're not eating any of this because you said jalapenos.
No, but they're seedless.
yeah, and
Yeah.
they'll
Scrape the
marinate
hotness.
too.
Just the
Horse
flavor.
meat is widely reported to be somewhat sweet, a little
Mm.
gamey, a cross
Mm.
between beef and venison,
Fuck yeah.
according to International Business
Yeah.
Times.
Now we're talking.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna smoke a horse.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm saying it, and who cares? And what law are we breaking?
We'll just wait until the horse at Thagger dies and just go buy it.
Mm,
Or
should we eat that one?
we
It's
can
magical.
find a younger one.
Think of the magic flowing through
It's
it.
like ayahuasca horse, man.
Oh, yeah.
Don't eat
If we
like
could all be
former
covered.
race horses or rodeo horses because they take a lot of supplements and that stuff.
Oh yeah. I don't
Oh,
want
that'll
steroids.
fuck you
That'll
up.
fuck
Yeah,
you
that'll
up.
mess you up big
Talk
time.
about
Yeah.
about ayahuasca.
Yeah. I
We'd
want
be
all natural. I
high
want it
as
to die of a disease, probably.
I want to try horse
car
because I'm
accident.
sick.
Car-
I'm sick and tired of
Horse
eating.
asphyxia.
There's so many horses getting hit by cars, and we
Yeah.
just leave them there like
Just leave 'em there.
idiots.
Right.
Scrape it up. Let's eat it.
I just want something
Get a
different.
fork.
I'm tired of eating the NyQuil chicken so bad. And
Yeah.
by the way, everybody that's doing that, they're fucking it up. You gotta get the original brand, dude. You gotta get the original recipe.
What, NyQuil chicken?
Yeah.
Is that what you said?
That's the new thing. You
Well,
put
no,
NyQuil
but they
in the
came
pan.
out. It's a big. Don't do it though. They said, NyQuil
No,
came out
do
and
it.
said, don't. It's not good for
No.
you, man.
Do it. You
What
have
are
to
they
get.
talking about?
You have to get the original. I know
I know
the
what NyQuil is.
the green stuff.
Yes.
So the real bad. Because NyQuil makes different flavors. They make
Oh yeah.
cherry,
They got. I think I.
like
Boo.
grape.
They got
something.
teen NyQuil
They got
now.
teen
like-
NyQuil. Yeah. I'm talking about the old style NyQuil. They still make
Yeah.
it. It's green because everybody's used to it. They're like, well, no, that's not the right stuff. I'm gonna
Right.
get the, because it's
It's like
supposed,
mouthwash.
supposed to taste bad.
Yeah.
You get that stuff. Okay.
Oh, inject that into a horse.
You start with the drumsticks. And you got to sear the drumsticks, then put the NyQuil in there, and then let it simmer for at least an hour. That's how you make it. I've been eating it for.
I boil mine. I've been boiling mine, but I do it with veggie chicken, so it takes a better boil. But
Yeah, but what I'm
No,
saying is
you
I've been eating
don't.
that for like a month or two.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You got
And
good
it's
sleep.
delicious. Oh, best sleep ever.
Mm-hmm.
Best sleep ever, and it's
don't
delicious.
do it. It's
But
Can
here's
you
the deal.
feed a chicken? You got chickens. Feed it NyQuil.
Yeah. And then eat later.
Then
I haven't
pluck it
tried that.
when it wakes up.
did you say fuck it?
Pluck the
oh.
feathers. I think.
I'm just trying
I
to
know.
move on. I mean, horse. I haven't
Yeah.
tried horse. I'd like to try horse.
Does horses' meat line up genetically with human skins?
Yeah.
Meaning, like, if say that you were playing with swords or something, cut a big chunk out of your arm,
Mhm.
could I sew a horse into you and it'd work?
Don't think
I don't
so.
believe so. No.
I think it'd go pretty. I mean, you could eat it
If
later.
I had a perfect horse live right here, so it's
Yeah.
not like there's a transport issue.
Okay.
Cut it, stick it right on fur and everything, sew around, Let's see what
I don't,
happens.
I don't think.
And now you got a horse arm.
Get this gorgeous mane.
Genetically, we're only one chromosome away from horses and Down syndrome.
Right.
Or that's Down syndrome. We're missing one.
Missing one.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's
We
still
could
within,
fix.
that's still within one. You were right
We could fix Down syndrome with horse gene.
with horse
Well,
genes.
just put that mask on, and then it'll all make sense.
The black one.
Yeah.
Al Roker. He's not
Yeah.
doing well, man.
No.
You can't say that word. I can't say the word I was gonna say.
Al
Weather?
Roker,
No. It's I think I asked you before.
penguin.
I'll write it.
Gentlemen.
I just wanted to make a public service announcement. If you're going to do NyQuil chicken, you got to get the original recipe, not the original recipe chicken. The original. Nope, you can't say that.
Are you
No,
mixing
I'm
this up with something?
not. No, I am.
No, we're not.
Definitely. No, you
You
cannot.
cannot.
You cannot say that.
I can't see it from here.
Don't let's get me.
Fishing lure.
Oh, top water.
Nope, the other one. Crankbait. Nope, not that one. The other one.
Sinker.
Worm. Nope, not that one. Not
It's a sinker.
Not hook. Not hooker. You can say that.
It's a sinker.
I think you can. I think it's you. It's a brand. Isn't it a brand of
No,
something like a
It
boat?
is. No, it is not.
Isn't that why
It's-
Paula Dean ain't on TV anymore?
I'm gonna dance a little, and then I'll scare you.
I think it's a brand of a kayak boat.
There's a whole bunch of trees,
Town and
and I'm gonna
country.
take this little jig, and I'm gonna jig around it.
Yeah, that's what I'm
and gonna
saying.
Catch.
It's called the boat. The people were telling me when I was at the lake that they were riding their.
Nope,
They said
no,
this word.
No,
I
you
think it
can't.
has a B in it. I think it starts with a B instead of a J.
Bugaboo?
Larger.
Yeah, something
Big-
like
Yeah,
that.
big-
that's
Bugaboo?
fine. Bugaboo is fine. I did a little bugaboo.
Yeah, they weren't riding bugaboos. They specifically.
Nope, you cannot say it with J. Nope, you can't say that word.
Now, who's that offensive to? Is that Asians?
It's just a
Everyone.
couple different races.
All right, I'll
Now you can say what I said last week all the time. I just wouldn't.
Now, on this boat they were riding, were they wearing what looked to be their sails on their head?
no, they were normal. They had MAGA hats on.
Did you find
let's
us
not
some
take guidance from
horse
them,
out
okay?
there, or what's the deal?
Yeah, I was going. I'm getting it. I'm soaking it in some
Marinade?
NyQuil.
Good.
Yeah, NyQuil right now.
Okay.
Is that a thing? Really? I mean, is that been going
Yeah,
on?
there's a story that came. I read the story about not doing it today. Apparently, he's been reading a different one.
It's a crafty marketing person in NyQuil. After they saw the big rise in Tide with Tide Pods.
Yeah.
Some crafty NyQuil guy was like, "Hey, please don't eat chicken with NyQuil."
Don't
and
do
everybody goes,
it.
"I didn't even could do that." So everybody started doing it. Now they have to say, "Well, don't do it."
Because of heating it up.
No, I don't.
I don't see a downside
I
personally.
don't know. Maybe
but I'm
because the
not.
dosage is wrong, or maybe it gets strong.
Yeah.
It boils out all the
Well,
other
if you had
stuff,
one chicken breast and you just took the 5 milliliters or 10 milliliters of NyQuil
and then soaked it in there.
and then just injected it.
Yeah, or do an injection. I do both. I inject mine, and then
Now, my only argument is
Oh, it's
why
just
go
the
to
FDA
chicken?
warning against it. So you're
Why
fine.
not go to
Oh, yeah.
turkey? Because the only thing that's going to make me more tired than NyQuil is turkey.
Just a natural American
Just,
turkey.
just put them to sleep, and then they'll just shut the hell up for
Yeah.
a few hours.
Dude, I forget turkey.
Just
is
They
a
let 'em
actually
country.
say it's
sleep
the
it off.
cooking. The cooking of the vapors, when is what's the harmful part
Yeah.
of
She
it.
got the vapor.
I mean, you can apparently take NyQuil, just don't heat it up inside you.
Comes
She needs
down
some
with a
milk.
bad case of
Oh, I see. That's what I'm
consumption.
saying. I think it's the heat of it.
Yeah.
So maybe if you
if you smoke it, you're fine. I mean, if you put it in a
smoked
ball,
it 'cause it's lower or
Well, it is the alcohol.
cold
You
soak it.
could you flambe chicken in it?
for sure
You could put them in an offset.
I
they
you can-
call it sleepy chicken, by the way.
That's awesome. Sleepy Joe chicken.
What? You don't have to bring Sleepy Joe into this.
Well, this just rhymes.
No, it doesn't at all. You fucking
Totally
retard.
does.
Sleepy Steve or Sleepy Samuel or
Well, yeah, you could say sleepy,
Sleepy Charlie chicken would
sleepy
even.
slickin' chicken, but
Sleepy
that
Joe
rhymes.
chicken.
I don't know.
Why
Yeah.
not just call it Joe and Ho chicken?
That's our first special is NyQuil chicken, by the way.
You know what's crazy is, do you remember that Tony Stewart? Didn't he kill that guy when he was racing?
Accidentally.
Stewart!
Allegedly.
Talking about Iron Man?
No, that's Tony Stark.
That's Tony Stark.
Tony Stewart's nickname Smoke.
Oh, NASCAR guy.
His superhero Smoke.
He killed a man during a
Smoke.
race.
Yeah, and then like
Off
I
of
seen
Mortal
him-
Kombat?
I think I seen him on a testosterone commercial. And I was
Yeah.
like, he's talking to
With Doug Flutie.
Flutie
Yeah.
and Frank Thomas, and it's like, I'm Tony Stewart. It's like, you
Uh-huh.
murdered somebody.
Yeah.
You hit him with
can't
your
do that.
freaking car, dude. And, I mean, it
Well,
was
they
during a
liked it
race.
that way.
He had
I
high
think-
T back then, though.
I don't know if he was. It was during one of them truck series races where they don't have
Oh,
much.
that's right.
There's no restrictions on truck. You can kill people in truck
Yeah.
series.
Like God intended.
Well, accidentally, if as long as accident. Well, maybe
Yeah.
he did it purposely. I mean,
Well, I think the guy like nicked him. You can say that now. Nicked him in the pits,
you could do that.
and
Oh,
then
that's a big
you
10
don't
for
you
good
don't
buddy.
nick Smoke.
No.
Okay, you don't. And Nick Smoke was a hell of a driver, but you don't nick our Smoke, Tony
Right.
Stewart.
So Smoke went after him,
Smoke went after him,
Smoke went
wrecked
after
him, and killed him,
wrecked him, and killed him.
and no charges filed.
Nope. There's a couple of
It's
like
Teflon
Rubbin's
Smoke,
racing,
man.
bitch.
Well, Smoke was pissed off because he had a chink in his neck.
Yeah.
Like Conrad did, and
Yes.
he got out and
Hold
he said,
on,
"I
man.
ain't gonna have this. I'm gonna run right into him," and did it and killed him.
So
Yeah, he didn't wanna
740,
kill him.
ladies and gentlemen.
And
just
he
wanted-
got out and he
hold
said,
on,
"I
man.
ain't gonna have this." That was great.
That sounds good. He didn't want to kill him. He just wanted to wreck him real bad, real good. You know what I'm saying?
Get him real good.
Yeah.
Well, it's not his fault that dude didn't know how to wreck. You know,
Yeah, that's what I say about Dale Sr., but all those threads, people get mad at me.
Dale,
I know. I like it every time you post.
I appreciate that.
farmer, and
Yeah.
the horse in the Dale. I am in on horses.
Fairground you are in.
I
I'm
need
in.
support, and the thing is, we need to get the nation involved in this.
Yeah.
Like, there's people we're sending peanut butter
Save a cowboy, eat a horse.
to like, remember when we send all the peanut butter to the desert for the kids?
Oh yeah.
The descendants.
Yeah.
Send them a freaking package of
Well,
horse.
remember when Trump went down there and handed out paper towels and threw some peanut butter to
Yes.
the poor people? We need to do that.
And if George Bush, he wouldn't have got that shoe thrown
Going
at
at
him.
him if he would have had free horse.
Yeah, if he'd had coolers full of horse meat.
Exactly.
You're not gonna take your shoe off.
Clinton could have
Yeah.
played a saxophone while throwing horse meat into the crowd. Would have been a better president.
That would have been the upper shank of the horse.
Whichever. I'd eat it.
Would it be cooler to put a sword through the top of a horse's head while riding it,
Or
run the horse into a sword?
Oh,
You got to trick it.
Yeah, you can make this jump, buddy.
Yeah.
And there's a sword on the other side.
I'm gonna say running
there's
into it.
there's countless ways you could do it, and it'd be humane.
Of course, they die almost
It'd be
instantly.
quick.
wouldn't know.
Yeah, it'd be super
They
quick.
wouldn't know. Yeah, you just put like a piano wire across there. You have them run. Hey, we're gonna sprint. And he's like,
Yeah.
all right, buddy.
Yeah, but
And
just like
he's dead
chickens,
before he
horses
knows
will
it.
You're
run
gonna have
around
to-
for
as
like
soon as that
7 or
jockey
8 minutes with
bails
their head
off-
cut off.
Well, you lay 'em on
Everybody
their
knows
back.
That.
You lay them on their back.
Oh,
if you,
flop
yeah,
around.
if you rub their stomach, they'll
They'll
be
go
dead
right to
instantly.
sleep like sharks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Well-
I'm more on board with your whale idea.
Or you know how they
Oh,
have the
Well, that happened
the
recently.
Olympic thing where they jump the barriers.
Yeah.
So you just let them jump barriers their whole life until you're ready to butcher them. But then you open up the gate where there's just a big grinder.
Yeah.
Like, hey, I'm gonna jump. Boop, grind. Hamburger patties,
Oh my
Beef.
gosh.
horse patties.
That's
that-
a renewable resource.
Yep, and
Yep.
you can watch those women that have the horse riding pants.
Oh
and-
yeah.
Well, they're
And-
not going with it.
No.
No, but we could save the part of the horse that their butts were touching.
Yeah. And
Like
make
make a
lampshades.
pillow, like a pillowcase out
Yeah.
of it.
Yeah, and that's also a renewable resource
Yeah.
because the back's gonna
Oh,
grow
whoa,
back.
whoa! Don't wash it. Don't whoa! What?
No, I'll
Don't
take a
wash
plank.
it.
I need a
Don't be
plank.
washing the stank off.
No.
Yeah.
Honey, just give me my knife. Give me my Gerber. This little
Yeah.
patch
And
right here.
you know those guys that drive around the neighborhoods in their little Nissan Frontier pickups that have the freezer in the back that sell you steaks and stuff?
Yes.
Oh, I call it Swan Man.
Yeah. All you do, next thing you know, all you got to do is ride a horse around the neighborhood. You want to buy dinner?
Oh,
You wanna buy
Oh
dinner?
my god! How much horse meat could you cut off while it
Carve
still
off
lives?
what you
so
want.
much. So much.
Oh, you soup that
Fresh
horse full
horse?
of NyQuil chicken.
Oh yeah.
They'll never
Get an
know.
electric knife, little generator. Horses
Yep.
can carry almost anything. Carrying its own generator,
Right.
just cutting pieces of horse, throwing it to the poor.
There you go.
Like freaking Robin. You are Robin Hood, dude.
Yeah, that
In the
left,
hood.
that left flank, that horse isn't going to be carrying anything.
I'm gonna disagree with you here on one point.
Yeah. Did we go
Because
too far?
No, you brought up the poor, and I'm gonna throw this out that depending on the nationality of poor. So
Yes.
the
Turkish poor is
the
different.
really poor white people out in Appalachia, they're already eating horse. They're way
Yep.
ahead of us.
Calcutta, the streets
Calcutta,
are filled with
eating
horses.
eating horses because they can't eat cows.
Mm-mm.
They're sacred.
Nope, not in
So
Calcutta.
they can eat horses.
It's funny because it's called Calcutta.
And they can also eat
Cut a
camels. But I'm telling you what,
Yeah.
you ride your horse down there with all that smoking going on.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Down next to maybe 21st and Broadway. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, you get into the urban area.
You get down there, they're going to be like, "I'm not eating your horse, dude." They don't like that. They don't like different food. They'll
Yeah,
eat weird stuff. They'll eat grits and
Yeah,
they'll eat heart
crawdads
and
and-
crawdads.
yeah.
And they'll eat livers,
And cicadas.
chicken food,
Yeah.
cicadas.
Now I just feel like you're being closed-minded.
No, because
I'm not being
21st
closed-minded
21st and
because I
Broadway.
guarantee if you go down to 21st and Broadway and go ask a couple
If you
Couple
sell them
brothers.
a freaking carp horse, they would eat.
carp. Oh wait, now,
Oh,
hold
yeah.
on. Now carp they'll
If you
eat
crossbreed a carp and a
with
horse,
a horse,
put a couple
Oh,
carp eggs in
you
the
bet.
semen of a horse, or
You
however
bet.
that works.
but if
They're
it's
called
plain horse,
seahorses, man.
if it's plain horse,
I've often
That's
called
true.
them harps, but I thought a horse and a carp cross was a harp. But
Well, I think I don't know how that works with.
that's a different. That's
It's a different breed.
It's a different breed. But if you go down there and just say, "Hey, look, dude,"
it's like a
and
half.
they'd almost be mad because I'm gonna tell you what. A lot of my friends like to go to the horse track.
Yeah, I know.
So
but
you
this
gotta,
is,
I can almost talk them into it. It's like these are from the
they're
horse
fouled.
track.
They're fouled. They're fouled out.
They're broken. Bud.
Yeah.
And so
this
we
is the
got to
one
get
that didn't get the win.
right. And so we're eating them. I bet you they still wouldn't do it. Now, if I carved a piece and said, "Can I borrow your smoker?" Which one?
Mm-hmm.
We'd pick out a good one. And then I'd smoke it.
Secondly, no, you're not borrowing my smoker.
Boom.
Well, you can do it.
Huh?
You can as a,
No,
as a-
I would give it to them and say, "Let me borrow one of your smokers. Let's just put this
Yeah.
piece on there. Try a piece."
And they'd like a pocket smoker,
As-
or what are they? They'd have
No,
all kinds.
as a-
I don't think they would.
you couldn't do it as an upper middle class white male.
Oh, talk them into it.
Now if you hired person of color,
But they would think
Which is
they
it,
would
Casey? He's
see
black?
through that, though. I think they would see through an employee.
you just put like people eat barbacoa, whatever meat at
Yeah.
Chipotle. They don't know what it is.
I think we had to get in with gangs. Is that still
No, but
gang
see,
members?
see, I didn't bring up the brown people because brown people are in. I think brown people is going to eat horse
You
right
mean
away.
like Latinos?
Yeah, the brown people.
Oh, yeah.
You said gangs.
They already eat
Gangs.
goats, which
That-
are
that's simply the
basically young
cartel.
horses.
Yeah, you went MS-13 cartel.
I
I'm
did.
going Blood Crip original gang.
They don't exist no more. They made up.
Did they?
No, they tied the rags years
They just
ago.
hate whitey. I mean, they kill their own.
Oh,
but
wait. What about motorcycle gangs?
They might be
Too
into
much.
horse.
There's too many.
They
But-
might be into horse though,
Yeah, the Hell's
Because-
Angels or something.
because it's not the horse they
We got
ride.
to sneak them in.
Yeah,
with beef
they're
jerky.
iron horses.
They don't care about
Iron
They
ponies.
don't care about the real horses.
What I've learned from beef jerky.
Yeah.
Because as soon as I ever
It's a good
watched
book too. What I've learned from
the
Beef Jerky.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre, it is like I have got to get in on the jerky game.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I did, and I give the first taste out for free,
Oh yeah, that's
and then I
smart.
start charging people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're broke.
Yeah.
we bought. My wife has bought so much beef jerky.
Yeah.
Oh, there's more in the run.
I have none. I have no more money, dude. So I'm out.
But
It's,
horse jerky cheaper.
it's gonna be
better
It's gonna
flavor.
be a good Christmas. That's all I'm gonna say.
Well-
'Cause
Mm.
that jerky game.
Yeah, it's tight.
Yeah, that'd be good. That's a good.
I have
Christmas
I have
present.
several customers.
Wow. Well, we might get you in the store when we get that going, but I think that if we could save a little money on beef by having a couple horses
Mm-hmm.
out on the ranch.
Why don't you just have?
They eat too much.
Cattle? We're not cattle farmers.
Oh,
no.
Horses, cattle take too
Cattle
much
are
work.
messy.
Yeah, they're messy animals. They're a dirty breed.
Horses are
You
majestic
gotta have a
when
big
you
cattle
murder 'em.
truck to move them. You can just
But
ride
you'll
your
get
horse
like
to the butcher shop.
quadruple the amount off of one horse or one cow. to
No,
a horse.
cows are only 600 to 800 pounds by the
Yeah,
time
they're
you're
not
done.
No,
lean.
1,200.
Yeah, but a lot of that's bone. A lot of that's bone.
Okay.
Not
Casey,
very lean.
I'm not saying how much they weigh. I'm saying I've bought
Edible meat.
in quarter a cow.
Yeah.
You don't buy 500 pounds of a
and
quarter
you
of a cow.
don't eat
Well,
the
no, because
taint.
it's not 2,000 pounds.
You can eat the taint. I did.
If
don't
you
eat
quarter
the
a
taint
cow,
of a
you would
cow.
buy 250 pounds.
That's a pretty big quarter cow, I think. Am I wrong?
What's that?
Quarter cow.
I just bought one.
How much?
It's
How much is that weigh?
200 at most. Usually, I think I bought a big one for just over 200.
It's like hugging a middle schooler.
They don't get them super fat before they butcher them.
No.
And once again, we're talking about today's cows, which have been bred for 300 years to
Yeah.
eat versus today's horses.
Yeah.
Give us 50 years in horses and
Oh, like the French. Like the
it'd
French.
be like duck.
Well, he's
Frenchie
83. He won't be around in 50 years.
I won't be.
He's 30.
We're doing
so
this
he
for
will.
our
I'll be
kids.
around in 50 years.
Stop being a think for yourselfer, Casey. We're
Yeah.
thinking about the next
Hold on a
We
generation.
don't
second. You
want
guys
it.
are conservatives. You only give a shit about yourselves.
Yes, of course.
Oh.
Ultimately, in the end, but we don't hide from that. We don't sit on
No,
our island
we're
of
conservative,
wealth.
so we're trying to pass our wealth down to the next generation
Yeah.
so they can still be the
No.
best.
Yeah.
Want to make sure nobody that's not white doesn't get any of it.
That's
I've been
just what I
trying to
said.
send it.
That's the American way.
Thank you for restating what I
It's
said.
not. It's not a color thing. It's barbecue.
No, it's a color thing.
Barbecue's
If you don't get
universal.
the right color on that barbecue, if you don't get the right smoke ring, you're out of luck.
You're out
You
of
got to
it.
get that
It's
bark,
all
that
about
horse bark on
all
there.
about color. Barbecue's all about color.
Yeah, it is.
You know,
So when you guys, I noticed this today when we went to Quick Trip, when you got that big cup of tea.
Tea?
What kind of wood were they smoking the tea with?
I don't know what flavor he got, but hickory. It smelled hickory in there.
yeah, I got half and half, which no one knows what that is.
But do you know exactly what you're going to get when you go to Quick Trip? Or do you go in being like, I know I'm thirsty, but I'm not quite sure yet. Or I know I'm hungry, but I'll look and see what they
So
got.
you asking an adult or you asking as Shannon?
I'm asking all of you guys is like, because it was so weird that this woman was a younger woman and she drove a Nissan Sentra, so
Did
sensible.
you kick her out of your fucking way?
And she was, but she didn't hold the door open. It was right.
Was it her first time in Quick Trip?
No, because she walked in directly to the rollers and grabbed the buffalo
I saw
chicken
that.
rollers.
Yeah, I
she
saw that.
didn't
No.
stop for.
Nope.
She didn't walk around. She didn't pass go. It's
So
like
she knew what that.
I
game
pulled
was
in and I'm getting me a couple chicken rollers.
Now,
Couple
Now.
BF,
She didn't hold the door, and this roller
BFRs.
station was right by the door.
Yeah.
Yep.
And she just
I
grabbed
saw
them.
her.
Yeah.
But when I walk in, it's like I don't know. I mean, I might be like, I'm hungry. I'm gonna get something to eat here.
Yeah.
But Christian ponder around. I'll look around for stuff. Like, oh,
Not
maybe-
a Quick Trip. I know
That's
exactly
a
what's
bad
there. I
move.
know what I want. Yeah.
what are you thinking
No,
when
a
you go
bad
there?
move would have been just
it-
grabbing it and then
egg
scurrying out the
salad
door like
sandwich?
a crackhead.
No, I mean, if I'm going in and I'm getting food, I know exactly what I'm getting.
Okay, do you walk directly to it?
1,000,
Yeah, if I'm getting like some jalapeno rollers, I go straight over to him, get the roll.
It's
Actually, I go get my
Walmart
drink.
rules.
You don't like
usually
make a
first.
pass around and like look at the area?
I try to get in and
No.
out. I'm an in and out.
If you don't know what you want, you just keep on driving
Yeah.
until you
So
see
you-
something.
Well, I do that a lot, and then I get home and I'm like, I didn't.
There you go. You
There
didn't
you
find
go.
anything you wanted.
Then
Yeah.
you didn't
Don't
waste no
eat
money.
that.
There you
You
go.
don't-
But if I pulled into Quick Trip like I'm starving, I still would be like, I don't know if I'm gonna get the pizza or the roller.
Oh no, I'll walk in. By the time I've hit the door, I know whether I'm getting the. It might be between the biscuit and the croissant, but I know if I'm getting a pretzel or if I'm getting a roller or if
You do so you walk directly to it.
Yeah,
You don't
it-
mess around with other
No,
stuff.
there
It's
might be a
weird.
debate on the chip occasionally.
It's just like if you go to a
and the
buffet
drink's already pre-planned.
or Dylan's Chinese, you've got like 3 or 4 things you usually go for, and you just do a quick glance of, oh,
Yeah.
those are dehydrated.
And I might see if
Those dogs been on there too long.
Yeah.
but if they got a new chip out, I hadn't
That
tried or
horse is
something. I might,
spoiled.
like they got a flaming hot fucking Frito now. Never seen one.
Flamin' Hot Frito? I haven't heard of that. I've heard of the Cheeto, of course.
Yeah,
course.
staple, but it's a flaming hot Frito.
How is that?
Casey,
Didn't try it. I
can we?
can seen it today.
How long have we been doing the show here? How long have you been on
Yeah.
this cast, Casey? Can I ask that question?
How long have I been on the
He started North
say
Mordor,
the other
though.
place?
No, I know.
Florida, but
But I'm just, how long has it
Theoretically,
been?
it's
Yeah.
probably 2016 or 17.
I believe this will be the 4th year. I don't think I'm not
So I
started.
started at
okay.
KGT in November 16.
So he
Then
would've
Casey
started
started
soon after.
watching, and then he
Yeah, it
started.
wasn't until 17 or
So
somewhere.
17.
It was at the very end of 17 going in.
I'd say
to
5
18.
years.
Yeah.
Okay,
5
let's say
years.
let's say
4 to 5.
Let's
Okay.
say 4 or 5 years. I don't think anybody in here, unless they had a drunk night out the fire pit or it's camped out. But I know I've camped out a couple times in the studio.
Yeah.
And the conversations never happened where we don't know the real reason, not the Casey make up a funny story reason, but the real reason why you don't eat meat. And here's a caveat to that question. In addition, if you will, you're not a big vegetable or salad guy. So I think, and here's the thing, I've never quit eating meat. And I think if I did, which I might, I think I
You
would
probably
go,
should.
I probably should.
Yeah.
Because I'm getting older and I might
Mhm.
get COVID, you
Your
know,
Dick is so brown.
and my
Sucks.
dick it's brown. It's just dead. I would think about maybe having, and I have.
Yeah.
I get into salad every now
you
and
do,
then.
and you'll tell me about it. Hey, I'm having a salad tonight. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, and I don't even like beets.
Buffalo Wild Wings
Here's
has
the thing:
salads.
I hate beets, and I'll eat beets with the salad.
They
I
got
won't eat
pickled
beet. I don't
beets.
do
Oh,
beets.
beets with
Harvard-
Well, you
salad.
didn't know me a lot of. You haven't known me a lot of points in my life, and 2
No.
years of that point, you know me. I ate a salad every day because that was when I was losing all the weight, and I
Okay,
ate.
But I don't know if you
healthy-
liked it though.
Yeah.
I know
I love
I
fucking
know why he
salads.
doesn't eat meat. I've had that conversation.
I haven't had that
because I
conversation.
care about
haven't-
him.
Yeah, that's true. We've had long rides together. I think
No,
that-
I worked
yeah,
with
I-
him for 3 years, and I never asked.
Okay.
yeah,
I
he
asked
doesn't-
right here.
I'm not on his phone still. I mean, it's okay. I don't. I mean, that's a Skin Man kind of knows because me and him are close. He knows because me and him are pretty close.
Well, then I'm sorry I asked the question.
I
No, I'm
asked
just
him.
messing
Well, I asked him. It was one of those conversations where he was tossing me like a warm, wet washcloth to clean up afterwards. And I said, "Hey, Casey, why do you not eat meat?"
Yeah,
That's a good question to like. Usually, because I was always talking about other stuff, like
Well,
turning the place into a
if
dance
you're
floor.
uncomfortable
or
answering, I
I'm not
understand. No,
uncomfortable at all.
that's
It
fine.
was
That's
a-
good. I finally shut you up. But my thing is if
I didn't get a chance to answer it.
He
Everybody,
was going to answer.
well, okay, but before he does,
Okay.
what do you think that Casey should be eating if he's not eating meat? What, like if you stopped
I'm not-
eating meat, or what
okay.
you know what I mean? If you stopped eating meat, what would be a good thing that you would probably go to that Casey's probably not eating? Because all I've ever seen him
Oh, right.
survive on is some fake meat.
Well,
Occasionally,
my dinner,
eggs. He's
my
a big
favorite
egg guy.
thing would be a bean and cheese, which is his favorite thing. Bean and cheese burrito or cheese quesadilla.
I do like that.
I love that.
I do
But
like
then
that.
I would know that I'm not going
I
to.
can't just
Not
eat
every
this.
day.
Right.
A lot of the days, most days, I probably could do it. But I think I will do a big salad, but it has to be the right salad. I mean, it's
Has to
all
be the
the
right
toppings
ingredient. Yeah,
and all
Lots
the
of
stuff.
turkey, lots of meat on it.
No,
Yeah.
I don't even really like meat in there because I don't like meat cold.
No, that's not a lie. That's a big lie.
dude, I'd
You'll eat bacon
kill for an old
with your-
lady. That
Oh, yeah, I
just
could,
do all
but-
that. And if I did it for myself,
Mhm.
like when I do fend for myself, I eat
Lot more
not
salad?
always. If I go shop for myself, I get a lot better foods. But with what's here, it and
Oh, and I do like
for what she cooks and
Asian food, so I like
loves carbs
rice and stuff like
noodles
and that
berries
sauce.
and
that's
stuff.
So
what I
I
said.
do
I
that.
do a ton of pasta. I do, obviously a ton of eggs.
Yeah.
Tortillas and
Well,
I
how
mean,
much? How much
I don't
found? How
I
much found bacon has
I don't
everyone
eat
eaten?
great, but I
Yeah.
don't eat. The last 6 months have gotten kind of bad again. But it's still not even. It's just I have a guaranteed dessert every night.
Right.
But I still don't eat it. I don't ever eat a ton.
Giggity.
But I just don't. I don't eat great. I eat a lot of. I mean, I went through a 6 month period where I just ate little cheesy tater tots for lunch every day.
Yeah.
That and it wasn't necessarily bad. It
Everything
wasn't.
I've seen you eat, like your egg burrito or your
You always
sandwich.
see me on the go too, usually,
That's
or
true.
right before a
That's
show.
why we're
You don't
asking.
ever see
That's
me
true.
in my scenario
You're
either.
right.
So that's
Every time I've seen you, whatever it is, you crumble up an oatmeal pie on top of it.
But
you know? I mean,
since COVID, you haven't seen me eat since COVID because I can't eat oatmeal pies anymore. I haven't ate oatmeal pie since I've had
there
COVID.
we go. There we go.
I
Okay.
didn't know that.
Well, I didn't know that either.
But I do eat honey buns though
You-
now.
It switched to honey bun. Yeah.
Bear claws.
Okay. How many times a week do you actually have to use a knife, fork, or spoon to eat your meal?
True.
I eat quite a bit. I use a spoon. I mean, once
Just tonight.
a
Mac
day.
and cheese.
Mac and cheese.
Oh, mac
tonight.
and cheese. Okay.
Mac and cheese.
All right.
Yeah, or I
spoon
mean,
or fork.
she makes. I mean, we like I said, quite a bit of pasta. We eat. I mean, noodles and stuff. We had enchiladas and rice last night. We
Whoa.
had, she makes like these. Of course, they're like the fake chicken, but they're the little chicken crescent roll things that she makes. We do
Like a pig in a blanket, but with chicken in a blanket.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But then we use like potato soup or like a mushroom soup in there. You cook it
Oh,
all
as a
with.
base.
Yeah, it's pretty kick ass.
Chicken and dumplings, basically.
Something like that.
Oh,
And then,
I
or
got
we'll
Okay.
do, I mean, she likes to do a lot of noodle stuff because she can take that for lunches and the kid likes that. So she does like I don't even know what's all in it, but it's a mushroom soup and vegetables and stuff,
Right.
and then like noodles, and then she bakes that with some cheese in it, and that's
Yeah.
a staple in our household.
Cheesy
And,
bake.
but I mean, and she'll go through, she stopped when we were doing the cold meals they sent to your house. I didn't.
Oh, the HelloFresh.
HelloFresh.
Yeah.
We were eating like fucking kings because we were eating vegetable because that was all the things we got were something with vegetables, and they don't do actually veggie meats.
Right.
Right.
So we were doing a ton of mushroom different things, and like I love doing like portobello mushrooms as a substitute for my meat when I do stuff.
Mhm.
And I don't know.
So, well, what's the original question? What's the origin of it? What's the origin of?
What's the origin
Honestly,
story?
it started. It was a bunch of different things, but it was drugs. It was a weird like religion guy that I was hanging out with that was at the time that was kind of a little bit going to me, but then I got real sick eating some meat. Well, it was rancid.
got food poisoning.
Essentially, yes,
Yeah.
but it was some rancid
Great band.
deer, and So it was like, so I came home. I lived with my
I
roommates.
think you've actually told me.
Yeah,
Maybe
I lived with my
forgot.
roommates, and he said that they had
Buck.
whatever the
Just
help,
shot some
hamburger
buck.
helper on the stove.
Oh, with the
Go
deer
grab
meat.
you a thing of it. And at the time, I wasn't even really eating a lot of red meat,
Yeah.
just
Mhm.
because of the weird stuff I was going through. But I was like, fuck it, I'm hungry, and ate it. And then literally was the sickest I'd been, lost like 15 pounds, and have never, other than accidentally, eaten meat since
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
That was and I thought,
That was
and not
one of
even
the,
weirdly, because I was on
was
so
a
many drugs
burrito
at that
night.
time, took that was why everybody says I have no hook to God. I thought that was God telling me to
Mhm.
stop eating
I
meat.
see.
That you don't need to eat meat to survive, and
Right.
blah blah blah.
Oh,
At
God
that-
would
Especially
never say
hamburger
that.
helper.
Yeah, white
Fuck
Jesus
that.
would never say that.
Yeah.
I know exactly, but mine's Yogananda is a completely different, and he's a dark Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
It's
he's
not
not,
really
but
Jesus.
in that religion,
Fake. Colt.
but in that religion,
Yeah.
there's Jesus walking the earth. Like we have a Jesus on earth right now.
Yeah, there's a
what-
lot
how I
of
believe.
great documentaries about people that are like that. The
Pronounced
teacher was one.
Lizzo.
The teacher
For
was
sure.
walking Jesus. It still is.
I just believe God always has one of his
He has
children
people
walking
make
the earth.
himself
We're all
fruit salad.
God's children.
We're his
actually.
image of his people,
Right,
but he
there's
has
5 in here right now.
Exactly.
That's why I know he's white. Our timeline looks good.
You did have a
Do we want to start the show? It's
you had an opening. He
Oh,
really wanted.
sorry.
To do.
Yeah, we can do this show.
Let's start the show so he can do his
Oh,
opening.
but before we get to that,
But that's the origin of it, guys.
But
It was
what
not
about-
that cool?
yeah, but
I
the
think you've actually told me that, and maybe
And I've even had some moments in the last probably 3 or 5 years where I've considered jumping ship for various other reasons.
like just during an election or something.
Yeah,
no,
probably.
no, just more like why my life. I'm trying to be healthy and my body's dying on me. Why do I? Why would I give a shit? I'm
Good
doing
point.
this, but I do. To me, it's came down ultimately. I don't need shit to die for me to live.
I want to clarify something. You
Okay.
said there was a
Clarify
religious
some butter,
guy
put it
that
on
was
some steak.
getting close to you.
He was
Were
an
you
older
saying he
dude
was
touching
touching
me,
you
yes,
and he
that's-
loved meat?
He didn't eat meat either.
Oh, he was.
He liked my meat,
So now
he taught you the way of vegetarian.
kind of.
he groomed you to become a vegetarian kid toucher.
Now, what about your? why
From
didn't-
now on, I'm going to call him.
God damn.
I did see his.
He's
I did
vegetarian.
see his balls once, but he never made sexual advances at me.
just because of the outfits he wore.
Yeah, he wore the cut off jean shorts and he never wore a shirt.
My
and he had, like-
Jesus wears.
He had
cutoffs,
like
dude.
fucking.
Oh, yeah.
He was like the whitest hair. He had big giant beard, long ass white hair, and he was just an old school washed out hippie.
Yeah.
But he had fucking like been. I mean, he lived a life, man.
That's
at least
fucking
according to him.
Mulvane
Yeah.
Mayor.
Yeah.
So, but what about the family aspect of it?
Yeah.
Because you've
Did
got your whole
vegetarian
family.
Yogi have a family?
How did you
That's
convince?
just foreskin.
Maybe
jeans.
not.
I don't
I
know,
get how you
honestly.
convince your wife, kind of like, hey, I'm trying this,
Yeah.
and she does. But then, I guess if you feel fine, then you'd be like, well, let's just do it with the kids. But would you be madder? That's how this all started. I was
Yeah.
like, would Casey be madder if Isaac showed up drunk, like he drove
Uh-huh.
home,
Yeah.
and he walked in the door and you could tell he was drunk, and you're like, God damn it! I told you you're gonna drink. Don't do that.
Uh-huh.
Don't drive.
Mess up the car.
And then he's like, I'm sorry, Dad. And he's drunk. He's like, and he reaches in his bag and pulls out a hamburger and starts eating it.
Oh, he's
Would
meat
you-
drunk.
a
Would
real
you,
one.
would you be madder
No,
about the
because-
drinking or the meat?
No, because I
got
gave
the
both.
meat
I
sweats,
gave
Dad.
well, and basically Blaze was 14, I think. So Isaac would have been 11, and
Yeah.
I'd given both. They have my blessing completely.
To do whatever they want as far as.
Yeah, I don't
eat
really
what you
want
want.
it in the house. Like I like stored it.
Do you
I mean, they
think
can
they're
bring
doing
in-
it?
I don't know. I mean, I don't think so.
You don't
Bla-
allow meat in your house?
Well, no. I
Not
mean,
from
I
his
don't want it
kids.
in like the fridge and shit
You don't have to
necessarily.
look
Yeah.
at it.
Cross contamination,
Just
dude.
my- that's
Look
my-
into
that's-
it.
I don't. It's just my. I don't
Read
know.
a book, Eric.
I mean, but if somebody had like pizza
Fuck.
left, I don't care about that. I guess.
Is
I
this
just,
a can of
and I don't even.
spam?
I'm way. I guess.
I
more
just-
over it, but
Is this an empty
and
can
I guess
of
I'm
spam?
like I said, if either one of them did, like her boyfriend,
not
I mean,
me.
he eats meat and brings. I mean, I don't care.
Yeah.
You ate meat. You guys have all. I've been
Right.
in
I'm
a
not
taco
saying you.
trailer eating around
We
you. I've
cooked
ate-
it here,
I've-
right
yeah.
here.
Yeah, I don't.
They don't have to lock their bedroom doors. They just put a piece of beef jerky on the
Yeah,
ground.
they
in
know
front
I'm
of the
not
door.
crossing.
I just
No.
wonder if like in secret they're like, oh, I'm gonna eat
No,
so
because
much.
I've even well, and maybe
Hey,
they are,
sis.
but I've even
Yeah.
like talked like Isaac
I had a pork chop last night.
because like I'll talk to
meat
him.
pocket meats like
Lucky.
me.
Me and him will talk about it
The
occasionally. And
rebellious
like Blaze,
face with ribeyes.
she
Yeah.
brings home like as she goes places, she brings home different like vegetarian stuff, and she's like the new age hippie girl
Yeah.
kind of thing. She
Right.
loves the coffees and all that, but I even say the same thing to her, and she's even said it to me. She's like, I'm not saying I won't ever, but right now I just like she's like even with her because of the pussy hearted like me. If I thought if everyone didn't kill like
What?
eat meat, you wouldn't have to kill. It's made her I think a better person, or she thinks it has.
Yeah.
It's made her see that you don't have to harm other stuff to survive. And if everybody looked at it that way, maybe we'd have less war, maybe we'd have less
Right.
killing, or I don't know if any of that's true or not. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I
If
don't-
you take meat
But it's the same with
away
Isaac.
from the
I've even asked Isaac, like,
undesirables,
because
Yeah.
at one
they
point,
are going to kill.
Yeah.
at one point, I
In Ukraine doesn't have
asked
a lot of
Isaac,
meat. There's
like,
still
has
a war.
anybody ever like made fun of you for not eating meat or anything like that? Because I'm always worried about that stuff too. And he's like, no. He's like, somebody's asked me like once or twice why I don't. But he's like, honestly, I mean,
Yeah,
now
because you're
it's
going to be in a hallway. Somebody's going to say, "Hey, take a snoot off this hot dog."
yeah,
what
or
do you do?
whatever. But
Being
our
vegetarian
kids have
used to be the, like the transgender now.
I was
It used
gonna
to
Yeah,
be
say
I
they
was
don't
gonna say, now
say
it's
that. They
huge.
just say, "Hey, why is your dad gay?"
Exactly.
Yeah.
And now
they've just always brought their lunch, and like half kids bring their lunch.
Yeah.
So if you have a sandwich in there and you're doing that, nobody really also thinks about it unless you. But like my daughter, it was always a thing because they did sports and they do team meals, and they had to do a vegetarian one for her, or she wouldn't get one.
that's why she didn't
And-
make the team.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I think it'd be sexy. Like if, don't you think that that'd be
If
like
my
a
daughter-
sexy
no.
thing if you put
No,
one of those Earl Campbell sausages, tuck it under
Yeah.
Eric's collar like a polo shirt, and some guy comes in to kiss on him, and there's a little sausage there.
Starts
Yeah.
eating on it.
Yeah, it's like
I
a
don't,
surprise
but
to it. It's better than kissing.
But like I had a point in my life
so
where
the Glenn
I was,
Campbell sausage would be better.
I guess, gun ho with it, where I did impose my will on people more.
Yeah.
But most people that would meet me now, unless they ate with me or hung out with me for a long time, it's somebody else around me that tells them I'm a vegetarian. It's not.
Well, that's because that's what's It's like you don't portray yourself as one. Nobody would know
Yeah,
at all.
no,
But and then with the way you eat, we're like, that guy just eats junk food. I mean,
Yeah.
he goes, seems like it.
He had 2 bags of Cool Ranch
Yeah.
Doritos and a couple fucking, oatmeal pies.
Yeah.
So
Or-
I wouldn't
Honey
think
buns.
that you were a vegetarian. I just like
Because in our mind,
that guy
we
likes
picture
Doritos.
you eating
Yeah.
like just lettuce all the time.
Yeah.
And that's stupid.
but I mean, you were around me, and I mean, I
I know.
didn't eat that bad. I mean, an egg sandwich every day. I mean, I guess it's not great, but I eat
but it
carbs
is,
and
it's
egg,
fine. Yeah.
for
It's a
lunch.
protein.
But what
That
I'm
was-
saying is that even if it's an egg sandwich or whatever, I wouldn't look at you and be like, yeah, he's a vegetarian.
No.
Like if I cared.
Well, I wouldn't because the egg throws it off. I mean,
one, and
Well, I mean, I don't know.
I got a beard, but 2, now I'm 190 pounds. So no, but
Yeah.
when I
well,
was,
your MAGA hat when you used to wear
Yeah.
that around, I'd
but
be
I've
like,
never
yeah,
been.
meat eater.
I've had,
you know?
well, yeah. I mean, there was a time I was a 245-pound vegetarian. That was real weird to tell
Funny.
people.
Little Debbie.
No, I love carbs. I mean,
Yeah.
that's my real
His
killer. It's
sponsor is
not.
Little Debbie.
It's chips and potatoes and rice and carbs. I love fucking carbs.
you don't think wars have been started over bread?
Oh, yeah.
You're right. A lot of wars
Yeah.
have been.
Yeah.
But
All the French wars.
Yep.
I'll tell you
French
that right
bread.
now. You know they get
the hard shell on the outside of the
you know,
I
the
just
French,
think if
the
it
French
was-
get like four months off vacation, except for bakers. Like if
Yeah.
you're a bakery, you don't get any time
Bakers
off.
and beggars, dude.
That's
You might be able to get time
lucrative,
off,
man.
but your company has to stay open to continue to sell bread, or the company will just melt.
And here's kind of
well,
a
but we're
racist
also
thought.
the only country that eats meat with every meal. There's, I mean,
We're the best.
Oh,
Like
you're
that.
going to go down to the beach
What was-
and have
oh,
a
sorry,
good
I didn't
day.
mean to interrupt
We
your
will be
racist
here
thought.
making bread for all
I was
of
just
your
thinking about
eating enjoyments.
the Quick Trip girl because she happened to be Asian of some brand of Asian, and the man that was
beautiful
in
people,
there.
from what I've heard.
Oh yeah, gorgeous woman.
Well,
Yeah.
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 She's eating rollers. So
Not a great. I mean, whatever. She's fine.
Ew.
But when there's a Vietnam vet in there, do you think that still comes up in their head?
Yeah.
Because he's wearing the
Yeah,
hat.
because those people were shooting at him.
Oh yeah.
You think so?
Oh, he got triggered. He just has to remind himself mentally: is that a good one or a bad one?
she
Like-
was picking up a hot dog, and
It's
then he started
okay.
thinking dog, and
It's
then he
okay,
started saying,
Kurt.
"Oh, yep," and then he just went right
Because
back
I
to
noticed
Vietnam.
her looking
Yep.
at her and across the counter, and I
Yep.
was like, "Oh man,
This is gonna be a fight.
it's gonna be a fight."
Yep.
That's crazy that's still going on.
And you know what? That Vietnam vet opened the door for her. So
Most
things can
people tell me
change.
I don't look
Yeah, because
41,
he
so I
went-
just think that's
He
good.
went home and called one of his Vietnam vet buddies and was like, "You'll never
Saw another
believe.
one.
Yeah,
I saw one of them
Well,
was it the
things
hunchback?
that
a lot
was
of people
super hot."
mistake a lot of people mistake Shannon for a Vietnam vet.
Yeah.
So
all the time.
If you had the hat, you would.
I thought about getting one.
when his hat was more frayed up, though,
Oh,
he
yeah.
looked like one of
And he wears those black pajamas all the time.
all the
all
time,
the
those
time.
giant
Yeah,
shirts that
love
hide
those.
like the gangrene scars and stuff.
Yeah.
And his feet are so flat; it looks like he's wearing
Oh, my feet
flip-flops
are falling
everywhere.
off.
He's
I'm almost
barefoot.
like you now, man. I got a toe. I told
Yeah.
Conrad.
Well, I have
got
10
10.
of them.
Yeah.
Well, I smashed one of them. I had a couple of them, and I smashed one of them. And then I looked up on the Google
Good
machine. They
toast.
said, "Hey, between 12 and 16 months, you'll be fine." It's like,
Yeah.
No.
What'd you do to your
In
toe?
Shannon years,
He's-
that's like 8
I don't
years.
know.
So.
Dropped
I
a
was gonna
brick
say
on
he
her.
also had a
I'll be
stomach ache
dead.
that lasted for 13 days. Most people drink like a cup of soda
Yeah.
or whatever.
Or my Lanta.
Oh,
my lord, my
my
Lanta.
I watched
my Atlanta
Atlanta, but
chicken.
not
My Lanta, is that that's the name of that show?
just Atlanta.
Oh.
I love that show.
I know you
Does
do.
my Lanta make you go number 2 or make you stop?
Stop.
Stop.
Fiber.
It locks you up.
No, it's less fiber. Fiber
Stop,
makes
lock,
you
and drop
go.
it.
Right.
It gives you
What
the hollow ass. You
what's
ever had
that?
a hollow ass?
What?
Mahalo ass.
Well, no, it's not just a movie with Kevin Bacon.
Mahalo.
Hollow ass is it's like
That's
a
Hollow Man.
symptom thing. Like if you eat a lot
Oh,
of
ghost poops.
if you eat a lot of fiber, like that crazy cereals that are double fiber, triple fiber cereals, and they are actually serious. They put fiber in there, however they did that.
Like grape nuts, raisin
Inject
bran.
them.
And then maybe you have the high fiber tortillas because they'll sometimes do that to be like, oh, it's less carbs because it's
Then
fiber.
you have
or
your
whatever.
fibralgia.
Bran muffin.
You will like sometimes when you go to the bathroom, it will sound explosive.
Yeah.
But it's hollow out and like just stuff will just fall out weird. Like it hit parts of the cave and fell down.
Yeah, it's like your butthole expands for a big push, and
but there's
nothing's
nothing in there.
And one little pebble will just roll around and fall out.
It's like if you dropped a can of soda down a well or something.
Mine's the opposite. Mine's usually so swollen I got to fight to push stuff by it.
See, but I think you'd be great for fiber.
I'd probably need some.
You should get some high fiber honey
Liquefy
buns.
it. Liquefy it, dude.
Could you imagine
Anyways.
how many condoms would come out the first time?
Man,
Like 6, 7, 8.
that would be cool though if
You
you
want
could
some
have
of my tea?
a catcher in there. No, tea makes me jittery.
I know, but just take a little bit for your nourishment.
No, what did you do to
Just
it?
for your nourishment.
And by the way,
Oh, for nourishment,
Yeah.
sure. I do
for
need
Shannon
that.
to question my health, I've never seen him eat anything that's
I've
not quick trip
never-
pizza.
I never questioned
No,
your
he'll
health.
eat a
gas
burger.
station pizza.
I never questioned your health. I'm not questioning your health at all.
Or how I
just-
eat.
I was just interested because
because you might be the only person that eats worse than me on.
you're
show.
the only vegetarian that I know from the stuff that I've seen. And you're right. I mostly see you on the go, but you're the only vegetarian that I know. And I know several. I moved to Mexico. They're still eating delicious food. They posted it online every once because they got good recipes.
Yeah.
They can get fresh stuff, fresher than we can get up here. And so they post that. And of course, Mojo, every time I'm around his apartment, he eats. Now he's been kind of steadily getting back into eating meat, but his reason for that was medical. You know, I mean, it wasn't like a bad experience.
medical grade meat.
It was a bad experience because, well, no, he
I
was
would
on
eat medical grade meat.
he was on a drug that when he was a kid that kind of ate the lining of his stomach, so he couldn't process. His stomach couldn't process meat, so he just didn't eat it because he got sick.
And he's a lot older than Shannon. You got to remember that too. So they
Not
were
a lot.
spraying
He's about
I
a
don't
year.
know if that's
DDT and stuff.
possible, but
Yeah,
He's a
about a year.
DDT time. He's a
It was
DDT baby.
DDT baby. Yeah, and so now he'll go out and he'll eat like, I'm eating chicken wings. They sound
having
good.
a kebab.
Yeah,
But he
having a kebab,
he doesn't eat very much. He's a skinny
No,
man.
he's never eaten
Very
a lot.
slender.
Yeah, so he'll have one kebab or he'll have like 3 or 4 wings or whatever. But he's not eating a lot of meat. But he'll kind of get himself into it. But it's only when the hankering calls, and he's been a vegetarian majority of his life. So, and he's got a lot of great recipes. Same thing. I mean, you just get used to eating what you eat.
We
and you
definitely
just-
had phases, especially early on, like where we were way better about it. But
That's why I asked.
and I think
don't care about
we
your
always,
health.
I think,
I mean, I do.
threaten
But
when the kids are gone, we'll get back to it. I think if I started cooking,
Yeah.
we would.
Get
Yeah.
back to meat. you mean?
No, get back to eating better.
Better.
Back. I mean,
So
yeah,
you wouldn't have a DiGiorno
But,
with
I mean, I
pepperoni
have-
and horse.
no,
I
probably
would.
not. But like I had a spinach salad the other day.
you got to be careful on that spinach. You got to watch that spinach.
Mm-hmm. Because
I
it's
like-
grown in water.
I
It's
I
grown
want
in water.
dressing.
that'll make you poop.
E.
What's that?
coli.
And not
What
yeah,
kind of dressing?
and
do you have?
not the hollow.
A fat-free ranch.
Plus, it's
usually. I don't
harvested
really
by
like it,
Weigers.
but
I don't trust the fat-free anything.
no,
Or
most of
Wickers.
the time I use lately it's been a regular ranch.
Well,
if I do.
it came up because I was watching a documentary, not just your eating habits, but it just kind of came up because I have a question. I asked earlier, Conrad, this question that
Mhm.
you know how holy people. We did a little bit,
Mhm.
maybe a little bit in Catholic, but I know he didn't. I really didn't. But when I would go to other people's houses,
Yeah.
there's you say grace or you say a prayer
Yeah.
or whatever, but even if you're just around like a potluck,
Yeah.
let's say you go to church and you're at a potluck, you
Yeah.
know, and someone will say, "Yeah, I ate some beans for for nourishment,"
Yes. Holy people like to say the word nourishment.
or
Yeah, they only. Well, that's what, and technically, that's all food is for. Is for. That's all it is.
Yeah,
It's
I
Yeah,
get
that,
it.
but that's
I
like
get it, but
sex is
are
for
we-
procreation.
It's
Are
for
we-
sustenance. It's
yeah.
to sustain and survive. It's not to.
Are we
It's not
past?
to be happy. It's not to.
Mhm.
Are we past that though? It's I don't even see that it goes
Truly, to
that.
be in God, you shouldn't get happiness out of food.
No, I don't think that's true. I think that
I'm
just
just saying.
people say it the weirdest places. I
No,
mean,
know. I've never got
they
that.
just they say it like in the weirdest places. It's usually if someone says something for let's do this for our nourishment. It's usually food, but it could be
Yeah,
Well, that's
drugs,
always
it could
if
be
that's
somebody
sex.
but
says
that's
that
from
at a
Bible.
table,
That's
you're
Bible
gonna
words.
Right,
Use this food to nourish your body.
somewhere
I mean, that's
there's a
Bible
dead body.
words.
they're
Yeah.
religious
Yeah, there's a
Yeah,
dead body. Somebody says
or had been
nourishment.
because they could be out of the religion. Whatever. I mean,
Well, you usually don't do a
Scientology-
lot of. I don't do a lot of prayer out of religion.
No,
People
I'm
house
not
and
saying
pray.
you say a prayer, but saying weird stuff like let's eat for our nourishment.
Right. If you say let's
gather-
split this fruit roll up
For
for
nourishment.
nourishment, you're gonna get freaking
I'm
jabbed
that
in the
weird.
eye
Well, I
with
did
the
that.
sewing needle.
Yeah, I said that a lot in school, but
did
I
you?
went to with the rich kids and I wanted to sound cool,
Oh yeah.
Oh
And
yeah.
Bill played
Well,
with
rich
all the
kids,
rich kids.
nourishment. That's a 3-syllable word.
Yeah.
That's tough. Most time poor communities.
Did you ever? I mean, I know I've been to your house several times where we've eaten. We've said grace, but it's never for a nourishment.
No, that's not. He's not a.
No, we don't
pervert.
talk. No,
But it's been said
Not a bunch of
prayer at his
queers.
house before.
No,
Not his adult house, but his kid, his
his
Praise
kids
the
now.
Lord
That's
and
him
pass
as a
the
kid.
sausage.
in his household
His
growing up,
wife,
the word was nourishment was said
while
in a
his
prayer.
wife was braiding his son's hair
What
for the
per- what
football
per-
game
what
Mhm.
person says
tomorrow,
nourishment?
What?
she was saying that over and over for your nourishment.
No,
Every break
when
for your
or
nourishment.
great. Sorry, when they're saying like before a meal, people just
Can you smoke that when it's charging?
What-
Is that dangerous?
no. I don't
But-
think so.
I think I'll blow
Is there a
up.
prayer that says nourishment? in it?
No, I'm saying like
Plug
use
into
this.
110
Thank
volts.
you, God. Use this food for our nourishment.
fine.
Like when you're saying grace before a meal, or
No, that's what like the bad religions say. Catholics just recite verses.
Great band, bad
Yeah,
religion.
Yeah, true
but-
religion's a great gene. Speaking of great genes, there's a man up in the corner that has a poem he wants to read you. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to those guys from Wichita. Thank you for listening.
Yeah.
And keep
I'm Coach
praying.
Casey. This is
Yep.
E. That's Mexico.
Conrad, Skin
that's
Man up in the
Skin Man
corner.
Let's listen to Skin Man for our nourishment.
That's him in the corner.
Hello, all
nourishment of your
ye
soul.
inquisitive so-and-sos, and thanks for tuning in. If the Battle of Network stars were on tonight, who would star in it? We are those guys from Wichita. And now here to hang brain, it's Conrad in Mexico. Huzzah!
Huzzah, buddy.
Guy
Thank you so
Fieri
much.
would be in there,
Mhm.
I think.
He's on the cover of Time or People.
Yeah,
I'll
I'd
find
probably
that
that's
out.
just
Kelly,
one
Kelly
guy.
Clarkson
Who
would be
else?
my network
Kelly
star.
Ripa.
Ooh,
Gross.
dude, Kelly Ripa and Kelly Clarkson fight, or
Oh, Tony Stewart hits him with the car.
Clarkson, she's gotten big.
She's been eating.
And
yeah,
here's the
she's a
deal.
huge personality.
She ate all the
She's-
oatmeal
she's
cookies
really blown
Casey
up.
gave up.
Yeah, back in the day, I was like, man, she's really gotten big, and now she's gotten real big. What did you do?
He got an allergy
I think he
attack.
sneezed, but he hit his head against something. I'm
No,
assuming.
I'm trying to stop sneezing, man.
What's happening? What'd you smell?
I don't know what
He's
that is.
allergic.
Rub your temples. Don't
Something.
hit 'em.
Hey, is the reason we had slavery because they had big dicks?
You think it was like a scared of thing?
Well, like
You never were a slave.
no, I never, and I have never been lucky enough to have one. But
Whoa,
I'm saying I didn't live in that time.
that's not a lucky time.
For half of the people,
Oh, that's
it
true. Make
seemed-
America great again. Make
seemed
America
pretty
great
good.
again, guys.
No, I just was curious about it because, like, that's why people drive big jacked up trucks. You know what I mean? That's why people get the big yacht because they have
I
little
don't know if that is.
wieners. But
that's not
before there
why.
was no jacked up truck, there was no yacht, so you just got a person. You didn't want the people with the big hogs
I would still
and that
think
are
you would just get a big house or get a big wife or something to make up. I mean,
I think that it's
he
penis
might have
envy. I
enslaved
think
them. Yeah.
because you could basically you can pick whoever you
Well,
want to
and
pick
because-
to enslave. Why did we pick the people that was chosen?
Closer.
Because
Not
they're-
closer. We
they're-
still had to put them on a big old wooden ship, and
It's true.
their
bring 'em
people
over
were
here.
selling them and nobody else was.
Mexicans don't work as good.
that's not true. They're great, but
What-
we're not
what now?
intimidated.
No,
But
and
not
I
back
was going to say
then.
at that time they were fighting back. Their people weren't selling them.
Yeah,
Then that
back-
wasn't part
back
of the
then.
thing. They weren't trading their own people. That's why.
Yeah.
I think that
They were
they're-
still wearing skirts and playing soccer.
yeah, but if it's something where it's
With-
like
Heads.
And technically at that time, I guess intellectually they were behind as a country that we were taking them from.
I
it
think that
was-
it comes down to
Like a lot of people, we
penis
promised them,
size.
or
Barbecue.
possibly. But how do you?
Yeah.
So we started seeing their people. Is
I
that
think that's what
that's how
happened.
you
I
used to
think
meet people?
I think that the ship, the good ship, Santa
Lollipop.
Maria, whatever, it didn't just come to America. It did its normal stuff around Europe.
It's trading routes.
And they went over there and they seen a bunch of gigantic dicks. Like, we can't show these people to
No.
our people
No.
unless we own them.
Yeah.
Because the only way we can be better is if I think they thought
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Can't be better as a man. These
Nope.
guys have big hogs.
And I think back then we had blunderbusses and pirates and stuff. I mean, we had
Little
I think,
wieners.
I think we had little wieners, but better technology. Much like a big guy in a truck, one of those jacked up trucks. We have the jacked up. We don't.
No.
So what we say, we get a little PP.
Yes.
They just have.
They're
they have-
just looking for a way to be better than
for
somebody
sure.
else.
That's it.
And if that's why when a guy has a big old hog, like Mojo, you'll eat one chicken wing.
You don't need all the chicken.
No,
wings.
you're gonna like, I'm gonna eat the hottest chicken wings. I don't have to. I have a big dick.
Don't care.
Mojo has a big
Yeah.
dick,
Right.
right? And he
I-
wouldn't own a slave. He'd be a northerner.
He'd be a northerner, and
But that's why Southerners have the little peepees.
he's driven some nice
And
cars,
like
but they're
slavery.
always like real used. His first car was owned by nuns. You think a guy with
That's
a small
a huge dick.
right? You
yeah.
think a small PP would buy
And-
a nun car?
He's not intimidated by anything
No,
at
not
all.
at all. He'll talk himself right out of it. You know why? Doesn't need to use physical force. Can he? Black belt and like jujitsu,
Maybe.
for
Maybe.
sure, but he doesn't,
Doesn't need to. That's just a thought I had when I was watching something. This is news or something.
I read People magazine, and Guy Ferrari's on it, and he says, "I'm not the guy everyone thinks they know." Okay.
I watched him smoke weed, dude. It was weird.
I don't
Yeah.
like him that much
He
anymore.
is.
I
You know
like
the,
him more now. I hated
plain-
him before, and when you loved him, and
That plantation owner, the
Ferrari.
accent,
Yeah.
the effeminate
Yeah.
Southern accent.
Oh,
That, hey y'all,
hey,
why don't
y'all.
you come on here and have some
Why don't y'all come into the kitchen?
Yeah.
And we're gonna have ourselves a crawl bowl.
exactly. And they all everything was big fanfare. They had the gold, they had the long cigarette thingies,
Yeah,
all that stuff.
it's all penis related.
And that's why they got the slave. It wasn't for the they could have had anything. To
They
do
can
with
make
cotton,
anybody a slave.
but
They're
they like those
kids.
big old hot
Yeah.
legs out there.
Yep.
Yeah.
How to keep the
Better
image up at the missus.
Better for
Yeah.
plant
Mucho macho. I own men now.
Right.
No, he was just wanting that big old
hog.
I think that there's a lot more to it than just passing it off.
Hey,
You can't just show up to
hand me that bucket of lard.
the
Make some
Africa
biscuits.
when you're buying like some sweaters and stuff. It's like, hey, we'll go down there and get some fabric from Africa. Get in
Yeah.
your ship, go there. A bunch of dudes with the big old ring necks come out,
Hey.
and they got wieners the size of elephant trunks, and they're like, "What is going on here?" If people find out about this,
Can you do me a favor? Give me some saffron
I have a little bit.
while you're down there. I need some saffron. Put my
When-
bowl.
when you get down there.
Put it in a bowl.
I'm gonna put you under my weeping willows.
People are just really insecure.
Yeah.
And men especially. And I think that back then there was no, it's like, oh, your horse is better. It's like, nobody cared. There's no way to up somebody unless you just own
Wait,
somebody.
Conrad, I just figured out.
Yeah.
What do farmers use right now?
Tractors.
Almanacs.
Tractors. And what's a tractor?
A big dick.
It's a tool. Where the word tool come from?
Wieners.
Right.
It all goes back to wieners. It always has. That's why people were etching. It's like, hey, I
'Cause
learned
back
how
in
to,
the day, they didn't
I
have
learned how to
machinery.
draw. What do they draw? Wieners.
They didn't have any tools.
Yeah.
So they stole tools. They bought tools. They owned tools.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That was a tool.
That was a form of
And if they-
reference.
All those guys were married.
Yep.
If they were straight, they would not want these
Well, you'd be married at
3-legged
13.
dudes out there
Right.
running around the house all day long,
Yeah.
taking
Mhm.
care of the missus
Yeah.
inside.
All of a sudden,
They would have tried to get the smallest
Yeah.
penis people if
Yep.
they were straight, because they wanted the wide folk
Right.
going after them. But they're
Oh,
like,
you
hey,
think they were all?
this is great for me and her. She gets
Yeah.
the front, I get the back.
Edward, come in here for a second.
You think there's a lot of
Show me your
homosexuality in the southern? There had to have been.
Oh, in the southern?
In the
you know what's funny is people say we've got gayer as like the years went by. I think we've got straighter. I think like you hear, Roman
Yeah.
times gayest ever.
Yeah.
freaking 50s super gay, but like the 20s gayer
Well,
than that.
I've never ever heard the 50s be
Oh,
gay.
the
but
roaring,
real
the
gay.
roar-
Real gay?
oh, super gay.
I think so. Those cars.
The
Oh, the rolled up
1950s?
jeans.
That explains the slick back
Oh,
hair
slick
and the
back
leather
hair,
jacket.
rolling jeans.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Hey,
you're true.
yo,
You
You're
could
right.
watch
bro.
somebody peel those jeans back and just eat
Oh
a
yeah,
butt
the
from
tightest
backwards with
jeans
slick
ever.
hair.
Fuck is
Oh
this?
man,
That's
roll.
gay.
Oh
What
yeah,
is
that's
this?
so gay.
What is this
Yeah.
right
Oh
here?
my god, you want to race?
Yeah.
I'll
Oh,
finish
Little
you.
racing.
I'll finish you. You know.
Yeah. Then there was
Nice
always
stick
like
shift.
in locker
You're
room
right.
like pushing each other.
Everything that Andy likes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Flintlock. Gay. Other second gayest
Whole
time.
lot.
Yeah. Pull
Oh,
some of
man.
that freaking gunpowder
You
off my
have you're
ball
talking about
sack.
powdered wigs back
And
in the,
that's-
you know.
That's when they started doing wrestling in schools too.
Oh yeah.
Nude
Oh,
wrestling.
so gay.
The
Oh,
fifties.
and nude
wrestling's
swimming.
basically nude.
Yeah.
I mean, they used to swim
Huh.
at different high schools nude.
50s were gay.
That's in the 50s.
Oh,
60s.
so gay.
Bunch of
60s were probably maybe in 70s were a little bit of experimenting, but a little straighter.
Well, that's when
it's
we
just
just
gotten straighter.
That's more drugs though. 'Cause
Yeah,
in the 50s,
that's
what
what
you
I'm
had,
saying.
you had just
Yeah.
alcohol and cigarettes,
Yeah,
and they did gay stuff with both.
exactly.
Sure.
Yeah,
Rolled
called them
their cigarettes
fags
up.
and called them fags.
Oh,
Give me another
yeah.
fag.
Oh yeah, they tried to be cool about it.
Yeah.
Drum
Guess
the
what,
gay
guys?
out.
Guys'
Not cool.
night.
Boys' night.
Gonna get some bitches.
Oh, and listen, the shows I've watched about the 50s, they sang and stuff, and like that's not
Oh,
gay,
God.
you
Do
know.
fire
yeah.
sing.
The movie Grease.
The
Yeah.
doo-wop
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
guys.
That's what I know
gay.
about the 50s, you know.
Yeah, doo-wop guys. It's
That
when the moment that barrel goes
that
out.
and the one about
all
the
those
dude
pants are
that married
down.
his 13-year-old cousin.
Doo-wop,
Do-wop,
doo-wop,
do-wop.
I can only get so erect, guys.
doo-wop. Gobble your cock. and
Freddie
I
Mercury,
will
I mean,
do.
Do-wop, do-wop.
There had to be so many gay porns that had
Got
that
a
as a soundtrack.
dingleberry in there. I know it's you.
chew up
Use
the
your oil pick to pick out my dingleberry.
Doo-wop,
baby.
shoot my dingleberry in
And that's back
my
when-
Well, and that's why you didn't
mouth.
have a lot of babies in the 50s. There was less kids being born because
Yeah,
there was so much gay stuff going
that's
on.
because we just got beer back. We started drinking and
Yeah.
beating the crap out of
And-
women. Good days.
I could
Again,
talk.
back when America was great again.
I could talk about this. 'Cause
Yeah.
I'm a Vietnam vet. Vietnam, gay. The whole damn thing.
Think so?
Well, you're chasing little boys through the
Through
fucking
rice
jungle.
paddies.
Yeah,
Yeah. Anytime rice is involved,
exactly. Gay.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
just that's
Ooh,
just dried
don't
up jizz.
tell the Chinese that.
Hey,
They're
let's go
already
fight
mad.
this country full of slender, small
Yeah.
males that are
Yeah.
hairless,
Little boys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep talking.
that are
General.
always
Keep
moist.
talking, General Patton.
Always dressed in green and they're all wet.
What should we take? Tanks?
Oh, you do a lot of fighting in the tunnels? Yeah, we were
Yeah.
fighting in those
Yeah,
tunnels.
dark tunnels, long.
Yeah, dark naked tunnels.
Yeah.
There used to be poop down in those
Well,
tunnels
and
that
that's
would
the,
get
I
you.
think that's a lot
What?
of the reason. You know, that's not the history will tell the tale later.
Oh, they
But-
rewrote it.
Yeah,
But-
they did.
You know, that was
The
why they
history's
didn't have.
tale.
That's why they didn't have the energy. They were too busy
You hear that skitter?
Yeah.
banging each other
That's
The
a
humpback.
to, you know, kill.
No, that was the lizard people.
In the 50s, they did that too, but that gave them energy. Back then, like in the 50s, when you had
Casey,
sex with the dude, it gave
Let's
you
have a
energy.
sip
Yeah.
of this tea
I
for your
don't think I could
nourishment.
drink. I don't.
For your nourishment.
Due to aging reasons, I don't think I could.
Nourish your soul.
Have you guys ever been to the Grand Canyon?
Yes,
MK
I have
Ultra.
Couple times. Yeah.
only once, but
Are
I
you
mean, I haven't been down in it. I've been on the.
no.
on the rim.
Are we talking about the same girl, or are we talking about the place in Arizona?
The
tech-
Arizona.
We're
Okay.
technically on the rim of it right now.
Are you
True.
talking about MK
It's one
Ultra?
continuous
Right.
ray.
No, I
away
mean like one of the seven wonders of the world, number 4, Grand Canyon. Have you guys?
Filled with rice.
I have not. I have not actually seen it in person.
Oh my god!
I haven't either.
Wow.
I can't believe.
Is that? Are you
haven't
trying to
either?
plan?
No,
Are you? Or is this our show trip this year?
Yep.
That's the cheapest
Vegas.
one we
it might be
drive.
our honeymoon trip. It sounds like you losers have already seen it and you don't seem that impressed. It
Oh,
seems
I was super impressed, dude.
It was pretty cool.
it seems amazing. People talk about
My
it.
brother and them tried to go like walk down it, which they made it like,
You can do that now, from what I heard.
but the you're supposed to go down by a certain time because if you go to a certain point, getting up takes a longer.
Yeah.
And it gets real cold real quick there.
Stairs. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And so my brother,
I would
my-
ride a mule.
Well, that's also slow, but they only take you. The mules only
Then I'd
take you.
eat it at the bottom.
The mules don't take you very far down.
Oh no! I would, once it stopped, once the mule was scared, then
My
we'd go.
mule does. I use coyotes.
I don't like heights though. A lot of that.
Well, you won't. The heights shouldn't be a thing then.
Well,
I
if
wouldn't
you-
want to go to the edge. I'd be too afraid to fall in. I'd be the guy that fell in.
That's
You wouldn't. Most places
Would
you
you
wouldn't fall
tumble?
very far. You'd fall like 30 feet at a time or whatever.
Is the Grand Canyon like one of those pools where if you go by the deep end and you fall in, you're going to the bottom, but maybe there's like a shallow end I can kind of wade in?
Yeah, like
go
you
down
just
a
walk
big
down the
slope?
trails. Yeah, you don't.
Yeah, so I'll start at the end and
Nobody jumps into
Yeah.
the Grand Canyon.
Can I
that
get
I know
in
of. Like
from a different
maybe
area?
a
I would
skydiver.
fall.
Yeah, you can. Think of this: the Grand Canyon is more like a bowl.
Do you fall
And
by a lot
some
of
places are very
cliffs you
sheer.
walk
Mhm.
They're cliffs.
Yeah.
They're sheer cliffs.
Yeah.
Majority of it's like a big bowl. So if you fall down, yeah, you'll probably die. It's about 20 foot, 30 foot. You hit a rock and you keep going,
Yeah.
or you don't. You get stuck.
It's just nuts that there's 7 natural wonders in the world, and one of them is only in Arizona.
Yeah.
I haven't been there.
Well, it was crazy that it was, well, I guess a crater or a
The rest are in
comet
different parts
did
of
it,
the
but I
world.
mean, it was cut by water. Technically.
Is it Old Faithful one of the natural wonders?
No.
No,
Casey,
No.
what are the natural wonders of the
I
world?
don't know. Honestly,
There is
Grand Canyon,
the
natural.
Great Wall in China, which
no,
is
that's
weird.
not a natural wonder. We built.
I think
Chinese
the
built
natural
them.
wonders. Salt Lake. The Salt Lake is natural wonder.
It might be American thing. It's not one of the big ones. It's like
Oh.
the pyramids were man-made. It is a
man-made.
wonder of the world, but it's not a natural wonder.
Yeah. Look, Grand Canyon's natural.
Are you guys ready?
It
Yeah.
got cut.
But the the big mountain
Rushmore.
that everybody climbs,
Everest.
Everest is one, and there's a bay.
Kilimanjaro.
There's a harbor or a bay where that big Jesus is in Rio de Janeiro. That's
Yeah, that's
one.
a wonder.
Gunabara Bay.
Yeah.
Himalayas.
Oh yeah.
Grand
I guess
Canyon.
all the
Grand
mountains.
Canyon National Park.
Yep.
Igazua Falls.
That is like a
Mount-
big waterfall in Africa.
Mount Everest. Victoria Falls.
Victoria
Grand
Falls. I've
Canyon.
been there.
You have?
Victoria Falls. is
Great
awesome.
Barrier
Where's that,
Reef.
Canada?
Yeah.
And I don't know what this word is.
Great Reef. That's in
That's
Australia.
a bull. That's a BS one.
bullshit.
If it's
Dead.
underwater,
it's dead.
get
anyway.
out of
Yeah,
here.
Get out of here.
Oh,
P word.
Paracutin.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah,
I'm
something.
parachuting, dude. You know, down in the
Parachuting at the
Vietnam.
Paracut.
You're paracutin.
I would love to jump a motorcycle
Over Paracut.
over
It's a volcano.
Grand Canyon and pull a parakeet.
Oh yeah.
I didn't say that one right. What's that word? Oh, you have your glasses. Sorry.
Kilimanjaro.
Kilimanjaro, yeah.
The I word.
Iguazu Falls.
I think that's the African one.
That's a
Igua-
Table Mountains,
Iguazu
South
Falls.
Africa,
Yeah.
Ha Long Bay,
I think
Amazon rainforest.
wouldn't it be fun to just go to all of
This,
them
I like.
in a week?
I like out of work Conrad because he watches like Discovery Channel
Yeah.
and learns about the 7 wonders of the
I
world.
know, dude. But it sucks that I haven't seen any of them. And I'm almost, to
Why
a
the
point
fuck
where I
would
won't
you want to
care.
go there?
You're about
See,
half
you
my
get to that age and it's
Yeah.
like, who cares? Now I'm still young enough to where it's like, I want to try new lotions sometimes.
Yeah.
My wife
Okay,
bought a
but
new lotion.
Well, here's the ones that you could see within the next 2 years,
Yeah.
theoretically,
The Victoria one and the
in the Grand Canyon.
Grand Canyon.
Yeah.
Back
I don't know if I
train
could-
up
And
a little bit.
technically, I guess it would take some work.
I'm
but we
unvaccinated.
could see
Well,
some. We could see some portion of the Great.
Can't
well,
say that.
now
but
you can
Bugs
get to
don't give a
Canada.
damn.
They'll let me in unvaccinated?
Yeah, now Canada's letting you back in. Mexico
Nah.
is.
Trudeau
They
didn't
just
seem
yeah,
keen
he-
on that.
No, he let it off. They just let it off like Monday.
Okay, well, if that's true, then I'll go.
But it's Canada.
But you could also,
Yeah.
because the Great
On
Barrier
horseback, it's
Reef
beautiful.
stretch so far,
Oh,
there's a chance you could also see a Great Barrier Reef.
I don't want to dick with water. I'm
Okay,
tired
I
of that.
figured you were out
I'll
on
give
that
you the
one.
Great Barrier Reef. That's a good
Start
wonder.
on the
All the
horses.
other wonders are horseshit.
Yeah.
Because if it's a mountain,
Yeah.
you can say, hey, it's a really big mountain. You go, yeah, mountains are really big. But this one's really big.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but Himalayas are like
But do
the
you get
size
moved by
of
that?
America. That's what makes them unique.
It's a mountain range.
I know, but do
It's
you
a-
get moved when you go? Like
No.
if you were at a mountain?
No.
My bowels, dude.
Like if
Because
I saw a
but-
redwood tree, I'd be amazed because the trees are only supposed to be yay big.
Yeah.
But that one's like 20 times the size.
And
It's
what
just
if
another
you
mountain.
seen a
range.
Yeah, the
redwood
a
tree
canyon is just a
with a
reverse
rope
mountain.
hanging from it and a paper mache man that you're supposed to swing
Hit.
on?
I think it's the
I'd poke 'em
mass.
first.
I
to make
think
sure
it's
he's actually
the
And it was a black
amazement
man, and
that
it's a weird thing to do.
like in the Grand Canyons, that the Earth can create its own.
hole.
Beauty.
Well, yeah, but that big of a
If we're climbing in the Smoky
stance,
Mountains,
and I don't know.
up those stairs, which we climbed.
Yeah.
There's a lookout point in the Smoky Mountains. You get above the clouds with the smoke, which is just clouds. You get above them and look into the canyon of the Smoky Mountains. Even as a young 15-year-old, you're moved by it. Like, this is beautiful.
Yeah.
You don't get moved by it?
Yeah, we
No.
didn't see
Have you
anything.
been on Pikes Peak?
No. Yeah, I think so. I've seen it. I don't know. I can't remember if I've been up, but I've been over there. Yeah.
Well,
You don't
until
have
you
I've
stand
been
on
in
top,
mountains.
until you stand on top of Pikes Peak.
unrememberable.
It's yeah.
Really?
Not remarkable.
I was on
He
top
doesn't remember
because
it.
he didn't go.
He
It's
was
a
there.
mountain.
He was that guy that
And
made
he
up
was like,
vacations
"Meh."
to his friends
It's
and he
the
can't
Earth
remember
that's
which ones are
higher
real
than
or
other
not.
places.
But to be honest,
No, you're on
Conrad,
top of the fucking world. That's kind of cool.
I've been to the Grand Canyon a couple different times,
Yeah.
and
There's all
I
kinds
have
of-
it on a list. I have it on a list of coolest things I've ever seen or
Right.
or have done. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? And so it goes down to quite. I think the one right above seeing Grand Canyon.
Right.
I think it was having my first Whataburger.
Well, yeah, I had Kiss a teen, but I was a teen.
Right.
But there's still a certain period of time where you can do this.
Yeah.
You can kiss a 13-year-old.
But it would,
To
you
be
should-
fair,
you
later,
shouldn't
you can
have
get
kiss a
Whataburger.
13-year-old on your list. It would just be
It
kiss a
was
girl.
on my list,
It would
I
just
did
be
it,
kiss a girl.
so I don't have to do it anymore.
Your Kiss
Thank-
is on my list.
Yeah. I remember when I
Your
would
kiss
ride
is on
four-wheelers
my
in
list.
Colorado, and we went there a couple times with these poor people that I loved.
I heard
Yeah.
the story.
But we took us there, and we went down this mountain and found this lake, like in the middle of the Rocky Mountains. And then we
Badass.
fished at it, but we didn't even know it was there.
That's
And then you see the
that could have been the
mountains
Fountain of Youth.
reflecting off of
Yeah,
the lake.
It's cool.
Go to Grand Lake, Colorado,
Oh,
and then tell
next.
me that.
You just don't get moved by it.
You've been
I've
to
seen
Hawaii.
all
Everything else
sorts
is
of cool
crap.
stuff.
Hawaii was where
It's
I
not a
thought that's
wonder.
where I thought I should see the Grand Canyon
What's a wonder,
because
man?
the island I went to
Right.
had one, but it's they called
That
the
would be
Little Grand
badass.
Canyon, and it still looked pretty big.
Pretty big.
Yeah.
Grand Canyon's grand. It's mucho
I'll
grand.
give you that
Yeah.
one. I'd love to.
This
that-
was like
Yeah,
Little
well,
He also
Canyon.
went to Crater.
Like I think
Yeah.
But that's a
Waterfall's badass.
that's in New Mexico. That was actually made by a big, huge asteroid or meteorite.
Bomb or
something.
alien.
Oh yeah, they have it
water
there.
above land.
They dug
You
it
guys
out.
believe in
freaks
aliens?
me out, man.
Huh?
I know you do.
Hey, could we just write down the top 3 coolest things that we have ever seen in our
Sure.
life?
Easy.
Okay, I guess
All
so.
of mine are going to be tits. I'm going to be honest.
A left one and a
My
right.
first tits, the last tits I seen.
It doesn't
and
matter. Any category, just the coolest, three coolest things we've seen.
Yeah. I've seen.
Okay, I got my first one.
You guys can write this at home too if you're writing. We won't be able to read it though.
Well, you could send them to us,
Yeah, you could send them to us on the Twitter or
Facebook or
whatever the live thing
wherever.
is. Yeah,
Dude. Yell, text
could-
me.
you can Yelp review us and then say your things.
Ding. I'm done.
That's 3?
Yeah, I got 3.
Fuck.
I know. That easy. Because I know cool stuff. I've seen a lot of cool stuff in my life, but these 3, they're up there. Might not be my favorite 3, but pretty darn close. It's definitely on my top 10.
Ding.
Okay. And
And what was it? What were they supposed to be again?
The 3 coolest things.
Our most amazing.
Sure.
okay, go ahead.
That is different. Cool is different. Most amazing thing. Yeah, well, right. The other 3.
Well, mine were the first time I seen the ocean, and I think it was just. I know that's a stupid one, but the awe of how far back it goes, how everlasting it is.
For sure. That's
It's
gay.
overwhelming, but gay. Second one because I was young.
That was
and-
the 50s.
and because it was what he just said. It was stupid. It's on a mountain, but being on Pikes Peak because I just still remember like literally being on top of the world. At least in my head, I thought at that
You know
time
what I
it was.
did when I went there? I put a bunch of fucking grass clippings out for all the motorcycle riders.
Thank you. Thank you.
I don't remember. I just
Thank you.
remember getting a penny made there that
Yeah.
said Pikes Peak. You know.
Oh yeah, the
It's
squishy
giant.
one.
And
The
then,
squishy
and then,
one?
and I didn't want to. This was going to be 2 of them, but I didn't want to do it. I was going to say my kids being born.
The long, the
that's-
oblong
that-
squishy
you
penny.
can't have that,
Yeah, because you'd have to only pick one.
right?
That's why I said my kids being born.
No,
Yep.
you can't.
both.
That's 2 things.
Well,
that
so,
makes
so
your
to be
list
honest
4.
with you,
Pick the good.
the one
kid.
was a C-section, so I couldn't watch it. So
Gross.
Blaze being born because I was there and watched and like they handed her to me.
You
and
could have watched the C-section. It's
I
kind
did.
of gross.
It's awful.
Yeah, they
one of the
that
most
They
water
wouldn't let me
balloon
because
bladder
they had
thing.
kicked me
Oh.
out of the room at this point. They wouldn't let me be in the room because I had threatened the anesthesiologist
I thought it
twice.
was weird that the tech was like had
Oh,
just
you
finished
get
eating.
thrown out if you.
They
Well,
pulled me
mustard.
out and he stuck her like 5 fucking times trying to give her like she was like screaming, crying in pain because how many times she'd got stabbed. trying
Yeah.
to get the epidural, and I
Yeah.
basically just said, dude, if you miss one more time, I swear to God, I'm gonna kick your fucking ass.
Yeah.
And then like and then the security people were at the door, and then like all this, and I'm like,
Casey turns a hospital, a beautiful thing, into a violent
but even like
thing.
I'm out there, I'm like, are you serious? Like I'm the
It's
one
a
that's wrong.
history
You
of
guys
violence.
hire a fucking retard that can't fucking stab a
It's a
person.
history of Casey.
To be
But he-
honest, they didn't hire him. That was just a. That
That's
was
true. He was off the street.
It was a student.
Yeah.
Probably. He was like
And-
60.
In case he was wearing his maternity
He wasn't,
outfit,
it was like
which was
40.
no shirt, and it was a leather vest that said Viper's Pit on the back.
Yeah.
No, I always wear sleeveless shirts at that time.
Had a little
that said-
onesie getting
It's like,
ready.
sir, this is a Denny's. I don't know what kind of service.
No,
you
I wore Dad Again shirt, sleeveless shirt. Dad Again. I had guns back then. Fuck you.
Or a shirt that said Daddy's home.
Oh.
chewing on a
This
celery
ain't my
stick.
first rodeo, so they knew not to fuck with me. You know, things like that.
But first, babies. Okay.
Eric's, what's yours?
Wore a shirt that said "Who farted?" I did. My first one is a little bit of a cheat thing because I don't think it's real.
Yeah.
But in the movie League of Extraordinary Gentlemen,
Yes. Great
That-
movie.
that Middle Eastern king guy
Yes.
has that like 8-wheeled Rolls Royce thing that they go flying around.
It is
That's
real.
one of the coolest
Mhm.
things I've ever
It
seen.
is. It is. It is real.
Uh,
You can buy one of those.
Yeah. That's a good one.
That-
That's up there.
it's a really good one.
I'm sad I didn't remember it.
I just
Yeah.
changed one of my answers.
He also had a cool boat. Thought about putting that one down.
You changed it to the
But it had the globe. That was the navigation thing. Anyways, my second one was a big log, and the third one is a wheat field.
Love that.
Oh, he's just
Kept it local.
facetious now.
No, I saw a log out in Oregon that was really big. I thought it was cool.
That's neat.
I put Taboo 2.
Okay.
The
game.
the
No,
movie.
Taboo 2,
Electric
Next
Boogaloo.
The porno.
Yeah, the 70s porno.
Right.
It changed the game.
Oh, face fucker.
Then the Dead Pig Farm
What?
that I went to.
They farmed dead pigs.
No, this friend of my dad's had a pig farm, thousands of pigs. And
He's
then
a horrible
the
farmer.
prices when the prices
dead
of pork.
pigs.
You guys remember
So I
when
kill
pork
them
was
now?
cheap
Oh yeah.
Oh shit!
in
You
like
gotta harvest while
When they
they're
were
still
giving it
warm.
away.
1998?
Oh, feed
probably.
the pigs. Sorry,
They couldn't feed the pigs anymore because the cost of feed cost more than
Oh.
all the pigs.
too expensive to feed them.
Yeah, they were. The cost was. Bill Clinton ruined the price of pigs for 1 year, and
Yeah.
so his pig farm went out of business. All the pigs just died. They
Right.
just died there.
Pulled another one out alive.
Did he
put it
kill
back
them
in,
all,
it
or
ain't
just
dead.
stop feeding them?
No, but he would take us there. He's like, "Hey, do you want to come see this?" Because some were still alive, and we got to kill the stragglers. But there was just thousands of dead pigs everywhere. And
Oh,
we got to
like when
drive.
the swine flu hit?
Yes.
They're just
We
big
had to
pits of
drive
them?
like the Rangers, the
No
little
fucking
four-wheel
way, Bill
Rangers,
Clinton on that.
just all over.
Dead pigs.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Oh man, they probably popped and
They popped.
yeah.
They would get so big. You
So
shoot them with
big.
a 20 gauge. It was awesome. It was
Wow.
amazing. It was
Yeah.
literally
It's
amazing.
like if you roll like 5 of those yoga balls together and you try to jump and roll across it.
Oh, it was beautiful.
Oh.
It was beautiful. It ruined his life. A lot of people.
Yeah.
But we had a good day, and then I like, and it's kind of like yours, that the tiger headdress that from Coming to America. When I saw that King Dorn,
Oh.
that getup,
Lion?
that lion.
Yeah. Yeah. He was a dentist.
Yeah, he was a dentist, and he was a great king.
Yep.
And when he married the McDonald's worker and his fiance McDowell's,
Right.
and they went to the wedding, and he had that lion on his head. I was like, that's something
That's
there.
pimp.
Yeah, it is.
Pimp.
It really is pimp, because they didn't give a shit.
No.
You know, that's what I like about foreigners.
They don't care.
In their country, it's not foreign.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And not all their stuff's homoerotic. Their
Yeah.
stuff's just cool.
Hey, Skim Man, what was your 3?
It was the calving of Portage Glacier up in Alaska.
Okay.
And that was
I don't know what
that was
that
amazing.
calving of Portage Glacier.
The caving.
Yeah.
It's a
Is it
glacier that
No,
It was it being
calving.
it was being
calves.
boring.
a giant chunk of it falls off.
Well, you guys were there. Go ahead and tell the story.
No, I
what
was,
is
I was
calving?
explaining what calving is. He didn't know what calving
You
was.
didn't know what calving was. Well, you can't just say it's a basapa one time when I saw it. It's like you got to explain the gazapa
I know what.
So now I didn't even know.
Caving
I didn't even.
is.
I didn't know what calving was.
Yeah.
I didn't know they called it that.
I would say the breaking off.
Did you see it in person?
The breaking
Because I've seen
off.
videos. It's pretty awesome.
What it had already been done,
Okay.
Oh, okay.
but it was
But it was a
leg.
calf at that
But you
point because
saw-
that would be the birthing of it.
But
wouldn't
you
it be?
saw half of a mountain that had fallen off. Is that what you're saying? Or a glacier?
Yes,
That's
and
awesome.
it was the size of this building, not just the studio.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
No.
You see,
And the inside of the light and inside of the glacier was so blue.
Deep blue.
It was like there was a light
movie.
that was on inside of it, and it just permeated out.
Oh, and there's a lot of like sea animals out there.
And demons.
I'll back Skin Man.
Cold
I
demons.
have seen a glacier in person, and that probably was number 4 on my list.
Wow.
With the blue, it's pretty awesome.
Do you think the people in Titanic got to see him before that one hit him?
No,
Because it was too dark?
It was.
I mean, like,
night.
did they see it in the distance as it's
No,
dusk? Ooh, that's
they were
pretty.
fucking.
It's like,
Yeah.
yeah. Hopefully we can turn this
And
thing.
if they weren't
Yeah.
fucking, they were prudes.
Yeah. That's what I
Titanic would be on my list if I was around.
if I was on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there was some guy that worked on the Titanic, had a long shift. It was nighttime. He's going to go to bed. He's like, I'm going to crank one out real quick.
Mhm.
And he's almost there. And he's like, and he had to make
Damn
that decision. Do I finish rubbing one out or do I get out and.
Oh, masturbation
Good
was
news. He
so new
finished.
for those people. Yeah.
I heard that story. All right, number 2.
It was the when
Cut
they
your
had to
pea slit.
open up the floodgates of Tuttle Creek.
Okay.
And they had the water that came out of that
Water.
was water. It was
It's
like
a 4-person list.
2,000 pounds per square inch
Yeah.
on the ground.
Yeah.
And it dug up a prehistoric fish.
A
from
carp?
when
Prehistoric
yeah,
carp.
there was an antique carp
Nice.
underneath there because Kansas used to be a lake.
Yeah. Don't tell the liberals.
Allegedly.
And it was just much like
That's
You
why
know-
it's sovereign ground. Everybody knows that.
That's why we got here. It floated on.
much like the size of an F-150. That's how
King Ranch?
big. Yes, yeah, that King Ranch.
Good call.
That's how big the slabs of rock were that were just piled on top of each other.
Tuttle Creek's beautiful without water.
Oh,
Yeah,
water's a motherfucker.
It
Yeah.
looks like Oregon.
Water will fuck you up.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
oh well,
Just ask those.
still waters run deep.
If you like it with water, you should see it
Oh,
without. It's
you-
almost there.
If you could ask him, you could ask Mr. Martin Luther King about water. They had a
Yep.
run-in with it a few times.
For sure. That's great.
Sprayed with it. That's what he's trying to
No.
say.
I'm saying
That was
it sucked.
Just write down 715 and then dot.
Were we on the
No,
same
that
thing
was
that water's a mother?
846.
Yeah.
Water's a bad
It's a
thing?
motherfucker. Man.
That's what you just said.
Yeah.
I said yes. Ask
Ah.
if we could ask the king. I wish we
And-
could.
Speaking of
Of
someone
course.
that liked carp,
715, 713 dot.
Sorry,
dot,
I want to
dot.
have a conversation with the leader.
Yeah.
My bad.
all right, number 3.
Kim
was,
Jong's still around if you want to have.
I'd spray that little prick.
I
with a water hose.
declassified that with my mind just a minute ago.
Super.
Hold on,
filter.
he's got number 3 still.
in
He said 3
1985.
already.
I'd went up to Seattle, and I saw gray squirrels.
The band?
No, the animal.
Oh,
Did
It's
you
like, what
see
the
the?
hell are those?
Did
What
you
the hell's
see
a gray
needle
squirrel?
thing up there when you were up there?
I've seen brown squirrels.
yeah, I know brown squirrels.
They had gray and black squirrels up there.
Whoa. Faster?
Like, what the fuck's going on
Yeah.
here?
Screw that, dude.
Is that a skunk?
Well, one was
Rabbit?
smarter and the other could jump higher, but
Yeah.
yes.
I told my uncle to shoot it. And he's like, that's a squirrel. It's like, no, there's no grouse squirrels. There's no gray squirrels.
You
I've
just
never
said
seen
ground
one.
squirrels.
Those are flying squirrels. Did you see them fly?
No, that was Rocky and Bullwinkle. That was different.
Hey, Rocky.
I would like to see all of those things, Skin Man. As far as lists go, I wouldn't want to see Amy have a C-section, but
We still got to hear. Wait, did we hear your list?
Yep.
Yeah, we heard your
Taboo
list.
too.
His was pretty good.
That's not a gay
Mexico's
show.
list.
Wrong, but not gay.
Number 1, steamed clams for breakfast.
That's gross.
A meal.
Or is that a
Is that
Is that a
sex?
sex
Is that
thing?
sexy things?
No, went out.
I'm an Urban Dictionary.
Went out to Seattle, getting ready for heading over to the
Oh, yeah, I know the
Orcas
story.
Island, and
It's 2 Seattle ones though.
my uncle Tom
Beautiful
was,
up there.
was there, and they had steamed clams for breakfast.
Well, nobody
Delicious.
mentioned Chaz.
And it was the most amazing thing.
Never had
ever.
a steamed clam.
Um,
I will have one in Arizona.
served with hard bread. Anyway, number 2, a unicycle.
I can see that.
Magical.
Just it or somebody riding it?
Just it. not.
A standard height one, those giant
Was it
ones.
No,
standing
not
by
the
itself?
island.
Hold on. Was it standing by
Standing.
itself or leaned up against something?
Leaned up against a fence, so that was pretty cool.
I think I could be good on a unicycle.
I think
okay.
good because you're thick,
I don't
I think I have a
think
body of
that
it.
transcribes, but
like a
okay.
brick. He's
No.
got even
Nope.
weightage on each
Yeah,
side.
he's got that strong core.
Yeah,
Mhm.
strong core
Yes,
and
trouble balancing in a chair. So
a perfect.
struggle.
I have perfect
You don't-
symmetry
That's the thing
too.
about a unicycle. Unless you're disproportioned,
Yeah.
you don't have to balance.
His fucking head outweighs the rest of his body.
It's
what
getting
do you
smaller.
mean
That's
true, but
disproportion?
That's a
It's
good
Are
point.
counter-
nobody
counterbalance.
even considering this?
Counterweight.
But for
he's
a
No, his
heavy.
body's getting smaller. His head is, if anything, getting bigger.
No, I just
Casey,
haven't
for a
changed.
thick dude, he's got great posture.
Yes.
Oh, he's got beautiful posture.
Thank you.
He has an
Thank you.
abnormally large head.
But that's part of your posture. If you keep
No, it
that
is
large
not.
head on separate,
You
you
just
can
get
ride a unicycle.
you just lean one way.
I think I would be a
accidentally,
great unicyclist.
Yeah, unicycles usually have the longer seats, and his long
Um,
crack would be perfect on it.
A
No,
banana
it
seat.
would
If,
be
if I was
full with
if I
poop.
was naming
So it'd be
unicycles
slick.
from
but
1
I
to
think he could do
5
it.
unicyclists in this room, you would at best be 3.
Dude, I do a lot of core work. I do Canadian Air Force workout.
I'd be the
every
worst
day.
because old people can't unicycle
Lot
unless
of core
they
work.
grew up with the unicycle. And my number 3 is a nuclear sub.
I
Not
did
a sandwich.
no. I did want to put because when I went to see like a warship thing, a battleship, that was cool.
Yeah, but this one was going out to sea.
Oh no, I was walking around in it.
We had to stop on a bridge
Mhm.
because everybody stopped. One of those bridges
Oh,
go
open
up.
bridges?
Yeah, it's one of those bridges that go up and stuff.
Yeah.
But just the middle would go up because they're right there in the middle of the channel, and they were going out to sea. And all the little gay dudes,
Yeah.
lined the outside of the sub, and they had to stand at attention as they were going out to sea.
That's
and I'm like,
awesome.
well, you're never going to come back.
Yeah.
But it was cool to see it. I mean,
Before
the
they
sub,
die.
Before they died.
That
and
was the second most semen you've seen in one place.
I know.
Skinman found the Urban Dictionary definition of steamed clams for breakfast. If you want to hear that.
I'd love that.
Yeah, it was a pussy after a shower. The best taste on earth.
I've had a lot of that. Now tell me what a Colorado
Campfire.
campfire is.
Yeah, check that out because that's beautiful
Check
too.
that. That is something nice.
Mhm.
I've been to Colorado and seen a lot of campfires.
Oh yeah.
And none of us wrote on the top 3 the 2 girls 1 cup video.
Oh, that's true.
That
That's
was
a
amazing.
powerful
There's a
Still
reason
haven't
for
seen
that.
it.
That destroyed soft serve ice cream for me.
It destroyed a lot of families.
Just think about how bad it would be, and then times and times 4.
Hey,
and
you
that's
want to hear
almost
the
how bad
gayest
it is.
thing I probably ever said? And that's saying a lot for
You
me.
said a lot of gay stuff.
The most amazing thing.
I was going to say I don't know if that's possible, but
Yeah,
try.
But
Go ahead.
wait.
There's
The
more.
But
most-
wait, there's more.
That's the 3 coolest things
Yeah.
I've seen. The most amazing thing I've seen
Right.
was with my buddy Eric. We were up and we were camping together,
Mm-hmm.
and
Okay. What,
there was a
broke
meteor
back
shower,
what
and it was
mountain?
the first time I've ever seen like an actual meteor shower.
Yeah.
That
we
is
pulled-
a pretty badass
We
thing.
pulled our cots out.
Yeah.
And you could hear them pelting around all around us. Like I'm sure we got
Was that a
hit by
Colorado-
it.
That's
What?
not accurate.
That's awesome.
No, it was accurate. You could hear them fall.
Colorado what?
Campfire.
It was just a million of them. I mean, it looked like a. You know how people say I like the
That was
golden shower so bad.
Throwing rocks
Yeah.
at you.
I got
It
friends
was
like
just
that.
like that, but it was stars, and they were kind of golden. It kind of look like when you win maybe like a
Sparkler.
jackpot at one of those little ding dong machines at the casino.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know, that fireworks and stuff.
That
Anyway,
is cool.
It came down. It was really cool.
Well, and really, the vista at Random Dude Ranch at night can be very beautiful.
Yeah. My proper. I didn't want to say that because I thought that'd be a little bit.
Yeah,
too
it's a little
close to
gay, but I
home.
mean, I've gotten high on ether and all that stuff we were doing in the trailer,
For sure.
and then just laid on the hill out
Yep,
there,
yep.
thinking I was going to die, and looking at the stars.
Right.
Beautiful.
It's really nice.
Great place to go.
Great place to
get high.
almost die.
Kids.
Yeah.
Get place to die. Great place to get high.
Yeah.
Great place to meet kids.
Great place to meet kids.
Kill
if they're
kids
out
if
there,
you wanted to.
if you wanted to.
Yep.
Well, your own. And if you're on Mexico law.
The only
Mhm.
rule I have out there is bury your own. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm not
bury
doing
your
it.
own.
I'm not doing it for
That's a
them.
Navajo rule.
Yep. And you cannot use the
That's
trash.
all they've ever done.
And
Combine
an old
it.
naval rule.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
naval rule.
Colorado
I did find
campfire.
The, Colorado campfire.
What is that?
It is the act of stuffing a marshmallow up a girl's asshole
Uh-huh.
and then proceeding to fuck the marshmallow
Okay.
deeply inside her.
Professor
like-
Cosby, do you mind?
Read that again.
Reading that again, Mr. Cosby.
Did something not come out?
No,
right?
no,
No,
just
he
read it.
wants you to read it as
Read it as
Cosby.
Yeah, I think
basically.
Cosby wrote it.
Yeah, Cosby wrote it.
It feels.
It started to
Cosby.
come out Cosby.
used
The
to-
act
they
of
used to call it the
stuffing a
Cosby.
marshmallow up a girl's asshole and then proceeding to fuck the marshmallow deeply inside her like one was loading an old Civil War musket.
Andy
Now,
would know.
upon finishing inside said
You eat
asshole,
it. You have to eat it.
the female is asked to evacuate the contents up again two eagerly waiting graham crackers.
You don't cook them first?
You don't have to.
It's considered rude if the cracker is not consumed afterwards.
Right.
And now- Cosby reads Urban Dictionary. Be a good segment, man.
Great segment.
That sounds awful. I mean, as far as I'd eat horse first. I go back to
Well,
the horse.
yeah, because at least this horse is going to be moist. Graham crackers are crunchy.
They're
Gonna,
dry.
there's
Yeah.
going to be scars. There's going to be questions for your future.
If I didn't
Assailant that's
finish on
down
it
there.
first, I might consider.
It's creepy what people do with
Yeah.
that kind of stuff.
Talk
Nope.
about honeymoon memories, though.
Yeah, that's true.
Just saying, make it a special moment, kids.
I think it's fun to do that kind of stuff with like if you find a person at a truck stop or something, just a straggler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where you don't have to have feelings about it.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times if you're married to them and you do something weird,
Sure.
They're going to have a video camera.
well, they'll have a memory too. Like you'll wake up with them the next day.
Yeah.
You don't have to wake up with like a stranger.
Well, that's what Freddie Mercury did. You know, I
Mhm.
mean, he would do a lot of weird stuff with people he didn't know.
Yeah, and down like, and there's certain parts
And
of
then
the
keep
country.
it real. Just keep it
And
real.
how
with
did that
people.
work out for him?
Well, he was just 2 years too soon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, but he had to sing the songs to get the money to, you know.
He's my piano
Dude,
man.
that'd be a great bit. Truck stop altercations.
Well, yeah, it's happening
Yeah.
in Louisiana
Truck stop
right now.
intercations.
Right.
There's people in Louisiana.
Introgation.
If you listen real close, if you open that door right now and listen real close, you hear so much foot tapping from
Mhm.
here. You can imagine what is going on in the rest of the country. A lot.
Do you think that those missing people are all dead that you see at Walmart?
Not all of them. 65%.
I'd say more 35.
I wonder if there's like a community of missings.
I think
That-
if it's Oregon, it's 85%.
I've
Like-
seen Lost,
Well, like they did
Yeah.
it on purpose.
like
Yeah.
the first episode.
They didn't get kidnapped. They just left, and people can't believe that
They would just leave.
they would leave.
Yeah.
And I mean, sometimes you see them, it's like that's probably a dead person. But a lot of times I'll look at it, there'll be like a 47-year-old
They
woman
just
on
left.
there.
Yeah,
they just left, guys. They're not abducted.
No.
Yeah. And they'll be like, well, how do they,
Their
we
husband
checked their
killed
credit
them.
cards. It's like they don't use them. They
Hey,
just left.
Did they ever
They
find
changed their
that
name.
one lady that was jogging around and got kidnapped? They ever find that chick?
Yeah, I
Well,
think
they found
she
her
got
body.
She
killed.
was
They
dead.
found her body. She got
That one
killed.
died.
Oh, she
Yeah.
died.
Yeah.
And they
Yeah.
found the guy, I think, already that did it.
Okay.
But I think
From where?
It was like a week ago. It wasn't like Arizona. I don't know. I don't even remember what state it
Yeah,
was
New
in.
Mexico, Arizona,
Yeah,
something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah,
she
there
went
was
for a jog.
video, and they
do you
found.
think who do you think killed her?
Did her husband kill her? Because he's the one that
No,
turned
it's
it in.
a
Oh,
dude.
he was an asshole.
The
Yeah, he's
dude
an
killed her.
asshole.
They found her DNA in her his trunk and everything.
and
He's
they
got prior
found like
convictions.
video of him in the area right before her, and
Yeah.
then so it
He's
tracked
got
his car.
he's got prior convictions of kidnapping others, like a lawyer, and stuff them in a trunk and shit.
Oh wow.
Huh.
Yeah.
Do you think that sometimes when
He was a missing person.
we put people in jail, like when we put the people in jail that killed that one guy that was jogging recently? Remember that story about the father son that chased the guy in the
Oh, yeah,
truck?
yeah.
And do you think that that's bad? Clearly, they killed a guy that was just jogging or looking around a construction site,
Right.
whatever. But what if they saved a girl by doing it?
True.
You know what I mean? What if who they killed stopped a crime?
Where are the facts?
I'm just speculating. It's no facts. I'm just wondering sometimes maybe if you killed somebody, maybe you stopped another killing.
Book him, Dano.
Well, maybe if I killed somebody else, that would
Like, are you a
prevent
killer?
a crime.
Yeah, but are they a killer? Did
Yeah.
you kill a killer?
You killed a killer.
Yeah, but what if you kill the person that was going to stop a
To
killer?
kill a killer, that'd be a show.
That's why you should go to jail. I mean, that's why
that
we have
would be
jail.
a show. To kill a killer.
To most
Yeah, I
people,
killed him because he looked fucking shady.
yeah. Well, most
Yeah.
people don't know this, but actually, BTK killed a lot of people,
Yes.
but most of them were killers.
Mhm.
They don't tell you about that in school.
They don't tell you much about BTK at all.
None of
Not
that
at all.
was none of that. What you just said is true. They don't talk about it in school because they don't talk about serial killers in school generally.
No, he attacked
and
families in their home.
besides generally,
Yeah.
they don't talk about killers in
I
school.
don't think they ever
As-
talked
as-
about generally.
As far as a certified piece of shit,
BTK?
BTK,
yeah,
hero,
Whoa.
hero.
Let's
Yeah.
not jump
I
to
mean, I don't want to say that
conclusions.
word out loud too loud, but
Great
No.
pastor,
total piece of
really
shit.
good pastor
great dog catcher, great community member.
for sure.
Great piece of shit.
Shop local.
Great mustache, and he
Shop
shot
piece
local.
of shit.
He ate at Sonic so many times.
He had
I
a
couldn't
horrible
count.
taste in music, though.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
He only
Horrible.
listened to ska.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Like the
Really bad.
And Pat Minotaur.
Squirrel nut
Minotaur.
zippers.
bonanza or something like.
yeah,
I remember that B. There's a B word that's
rancid.
No, it's a D word. There was so many people that decided not to name their kid Dennis.
yeah.
What
That's
about the
It's
people
like,
that did?
no,
It's a creepy name.
I'm not.
Oh, he's
Hey,
one of my
another history
favorite-
lesson. Did you know his he was going to go with Dennis the Menace instead of BTK?
and
It was
he
the
was
cops that named him
That's
BTK.
not true at all.
Yes, it is.
I don't.
He was calling himself Dennis the
I
Menace
like
way
to pride
before.
us as being a pretty factual show,
And he's the
and
first-
the last couple minutes is not.
Well,
What are
he
you
factual.
talking
was a
about?
menace.
he's the
though.
first person in Park
Casey,
City
I was
to do
alive during
Juneteenth.
this.
He did a whole Juneteenth community
No,
barbecue.
Sure did.
whoa,
Yeah.
no.
He loved the barbecue.
He loved Juneteenth. He
Not-
recognized it
nope.
way back then.
Yep.
No, he loved killing people.
That
Oh,
was
he
a
did
part
like that.
of
He
his
liked that.
life.
That's
That's
part of
what
it.
brings it around.
But
not-
most of the people he killed were killers.
I don't
No.
think the little kids that he killed were.
I think he
Murderers.
killed a lot of innocent people.
That's well, not a lot. Let's say a
Yeah,
lot. Some.
some.
Yeah, he's made some mistakes.
I think all
Uh,
13 would be
He's made
considered
some
innocent.
mistakes.
Let's say a lot. What is a lot? Let's figure that out first.
50?
More
More
than
than
one.
2.
That's not a lot.
See, we can't even decide
Yeah,
on that. You
no.
said one. You said two.
Two
Yeah.
or more.
Yeah, 2 or more.
I
is
said 50.
bad.
50's a lot. That's a lot of people.
Okay, well, how
That's a
many
lot.
people have you?
No,
killed?
like if,
Me, none. Zero. I'm
Okay.
not into that game.
And how
I
many?
think heartbreak.
Hotel?
A couple. You know.
How many? How many?
he's
of those
killed more people
Walmart
than you've had
lost,
sexual
lost
relations
people
with.
did he kill?
That's
True. That's a question. And I think he's still alive. We can ask him. How many Walmart lost people did he kill? And how many of those were murders?
See, I think that the Walmart lost people are leaving their life.
Yeah.
And then there is a place you because what are you?
Are they
you don't-
switch life?
There's
They
so
might be switch
they're
life.
switch lifers or what are you? It's not that crazy to think that somebody doesn't know the information that somebody would ask them.
Yeah,
you know what I
that's
mean?
bad shit.
If you go to a different town, they're like, "What's your name?" You could be like, "Well, my name's John Cena." Whatever, it doesn't matter.
and you just get your taxes
they're like,
filed with that and all
They're
that.
like, "Well, what's your social?" It's like, "I don't know what my social security number is." They're like, "Well, where did you come from?" It's like, "I don't know. I've been walking and I
Yeah.
was on drugs."
I got hit by a
And,
head.
like they wouldn't do like a background check or.
Oh, they
do-
might say, "Where's your fingerprints?" But a lot of those aren't in there.
Yeah.
You know, the real ID just started, and a lot of people aren't doing real IDs
That's true.
yet. So for the 20 years that we've been
your
taping
story
these
made
pictures,
sense in '86.
yeah, but all these people have been missing since then. That's what I'm
Right.
saying because they maybe aren't, you know, maybe they're not missing. They're and
Just living on
Also,
cash.
Casey, BTW, there's still some places out there where you can walk
Big,
in and be,
beautiful women.
and,
Okay.
and, and be in a dishwasher, and no one really gives a shit about you. You can be
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
at Chiniche,
And then
just
you did
walk
a
in,
great job
no one
and you
cares.
worked your way up.
Since DeSantos, guys.
Well, and
Sorry.
if your parents
yeah,
are
in
so
my America, you're right. You don't have to have all that. In your America, you can't even vote without that.
Oh, we
So
don't vote.
Well, you think
They
they're
don't,
voting?
they don't need a vote.
Yeah.
you can't get your vax card.
And most of it
without
gets like
They don't need
30%
one.
We're
to
not
vote.
doing that in our America.
You can't get
Card.
a check without
Fuck
it.
out of here.
I don't know.
And
I think our America's a little
If-
different.
Yeah.
if those
in
if those
our
people's
America, the
families
BTK is the hero.
if those people's families are so shitty that they had to run away from them, do you think those families are good enough to actually really look? No, they're just fucking putting
If
a
their
poster
fucking
in
name is up
Walmart.
on Walmart, yes, people are looking.
That's all they did.
Yeah.
They're not. There's not a national
Hey, can you
database.
staple
that
this
says
up?
they
You know how many
like
people go to
No,
Walmart
they're
a
good
day?
enough.
Why don't we
Dude,
put?
When was the last time you actively searched for the people you saw at Walmart?
right. Let's take a picture of
Constantly.
Conrad and
every
put him
time
up
I
on.
go.
Yeah,
I
people
have
would not
I
even.
got
I
a
could
picture of
stand
the
by
last
it.
9 missing people boards.
I could put a picture of President Biden up there saying he's lost and nobody would notice.
Well, that's just because
Hey,
he walked
hey.
the wrong way off stage, guys. I'm sorry.
Former president Biden.
I don't know if it's true or not. I just can't believe that all those people are murdered.
Well, no, we didn't
No,
say
they're
all of them. The highest guess so far has been 65%.
That's way high. I'm thinking
Well, I
more.
vote high always. You know that.
I'm thinking
I voted
30.
twice.
I think 30% got murdered, and the
I think
rest
it's
of
a
them just
chance that they're working there.
yeah.
A
Or
lot of
it's
times,
joke.
like
It's
a
a
lot
joke.
of times, people are at the Walmart. Like that was me when I was 12. You know,
Yeah.
it's funny that they have the picture up. Nobody's ever said,
Right.
You know, changed my name to Carl, and then
Yeah, I've worked here for
Yeah.
20 years. That was me.
Easy.
That's when I got missing. I went missing.
yeah, I
From
went
New
missing.
Jersey.
I walked
Yeah.
here, got on a bus, and then
Easy.
I was here, and I
Yeah.
asked, "Can I work?" They're
Sure.
like, "Yeah, sure." Then a couple weeks later, like, "Hey, we're gonna do your taxes. What's your social?" Like, I don't know. But I was a
Or-
hell of a worker. Like, "Yeah, we'll figure it out."
I
Yeah.
don't-
That happens. That
That's
happens
how
all
it
the
works.
time.
It happens all the time.
We had a guy
not
named
since
Javier.
Obama for sure.
Well, we had a Latin fella that
It
come and
can't
work.
happen now. I mean, we got
Well, they're trying to track everybody down.
Hey, yeah, since the wall.
87,000 new.
My social security number
Agents.
is 37. Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
dude.
they just work for cash under the table. They live off cash or roofers.
Yeah.
By the
Yeah.
time they're 50, 60 and they have to go to the hospital for something,
Nobody cares.
No one cares.
everybody that cared about them's dead.
No, not 50 or 60. It's 37. Yes.
And then you just write all their stuff down, and somebody comes in and is like, "Hey, you don't have insurance." You're like, "No."
Nope.
Like, you're gonna have to pay for this. Like, yeah, send my bill there.
Yeah.
You know, it's not your
That's easy.
address.
No one
And
cares.
all those people on the wall, they rotate those pictures.
Yeah,
It's not like
because
they're gone forever. They're just gone for that
People
year or
would
two.
just do this all the time, like when they
Well, that's what
owed
I'm saying. There's a
money
lot of
They
Walmarts.
do. Yeah, I mean, they do.
There's a lot of walls at Walmart filled.
Okay, that's a good question. How many people in Walmart, or how many people are working right now?
Mhm.
Are you
for
just
cash.
trying
Chris is working.
to go
Right.
missing? And
Yeah. No, I don't fantasize about leaving my life and my
Oh, I
responsibilities.
do.
and
Casey, I'll take this question. I fantasize about quite a bit, and I'm telling you right
you
now,
live that life now. You're
right now,
missing
I
now.
tell you right now, I can leave and no
Yeah,
one would
he's
look
already
for
on
me.
that edge.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no one would
What
look
do you
for
mean?
me.
he's a fringe.
You're past
No one
the
would
edge.
care. No one would put my picture up at Walmart.
No.
No. And I could just leave.
When
and
was the last time? I mean, since
so anybody
Oklahoma
cared
State,
about
did you
me? It's
file
been a
taxes?
long time, dog.
Yeah.
Like a long time. So, and
thanks,
that's
dog.
And I think that
Alright,
it would
dog.
be like, even with, I would probably be like, "Is Shannon home?" To Becky,
right.
I haven't
she'd-
seen him for like a.
she'd be like, "I haven't seen him. Like, I haven't been getting a hold of him."
Yeah.
And then be like,
huh.
"I don't know."
Well, maybe he
And then
didn't
I'd
feel
probably
good.
that'd be it.
You could think maybe he moved back to Schulenburg.
I would be like, "I guess
Maybe
he
that's
just
where I'd
left."
go.
I guess he just left. And she'd be like, "Yeah, I
But
don't know."
nobody-
Probably not. Probably
Well-
not because it's too hot.
Oh, you didn't like it in
Oh, I
Schulenburg?
hated it. Just the temperature. The people were nice. Food was great.
Should we tell everybody where to find us if we go missing, or that's stupid because then they would
Hmm.
do it?
Then we
I'll
want
be
to
in
go there.
Amsterdam.
Yeah, know they look for us.
Yeah. Well, for
'Cause I
right
wanna-
now,
I wanna get
for right
Weird,
now,
old, and freaky when I.
my family, which is only a couple of us,
Yeah.
it's me at the farm because I mean that would probably be the safest spot if you can get
When you're
there.
off the grid there.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying like if you left everything,
Once
Yeah.
your
Where
mail
would you
carrier dies,
go?
nobody even knows that house is out there.
That's true.
yeah, and he's homosexual.
He is,
Mhm.
and so is his kids. You mean do I have another place other than the farm? Like if the
But
zombie
yeah, you
apocalypse?
can't pick what you already are responsible to pay for. You know
Oh,
what I'm
I
saying?
see.
You're like that's not
We
leaving.
just moved
that's
to the
just
back
living.
corner of
I
it.
got you. Yeah, under the pond.
Well, yeah, you could probably just live in a
Are we
different
going
part
to
of your 80
build our
acres.
shed out there sometime?
I just think that I
I'm
would
waiting.
leave.
You guys can build sheds.
I don't know where I'd go, but I'm with you. I wouldn't go to where it's too hot. I'd probably travel, see the Grand Canyon,
There you go.
That'd
and
be
then
hot though. You're starting out somewhere hot. By
I know,
the
but
way.
I would just kind of like pass through.
But going south or
I'd go that way. I don't have no time limit now, you know.
well,
And
but
then
you're
I'd,
trying to get out of the. Aren't you? You're one.
nobody would look for me in the Grand Canyon.
No.
Then I just
Well,
like,
I think most people would because that was. I think that's on your list.
yeah, but
go
I'd
see?
already be gone by the time they
Yeah.
thought I was like, oh, he's not coming back tonight.
That's true.
That'd be 5 nights
Yeah.
from now.
That would be a good way. We could go down there and like leave some clothes down there, and then start our journey. Like so,
Oh.
people would think we were dead down there, like some alpaca
They
pants
are
or something.
freaking
There-
put our clothes in our wallets into bodies.
Yes.
Like,
Put them in like fucking horse gut
No.
bodies
Pigs.
or whale
We-
bodies.
No,
Mix
we
them up with.
find a stranger on a bus. We
Kill 'em.
murder them.
Well, we don't.
They murder themselves by
Yes.
suicide.
Okay. Thank you.
Right.
Wink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we throw them into the Grand Canyon.
Burn them and then throw them in.
But they'll see our clothes, our wallet. They'll have that
There you
stuff.
go.
Keep that out of the gas.
Yeah,
Throw
now-
that on top.
Now you're dead.
Yeah.
There's so many
Ooh,
places
I'm
in the
dead.
United States where you can just get lost. I mean, Vegas, you can
But
go
I'd
out there
get
in
out
the
of the.
desert.
I'd
you can go
probably
out,
get out of the I don't know if I would. I'd probably get out of the United States.
I would
But
want to
at least be a
leave.
trail of you then.
I want to leave
Would there
and
be?
Get a
change
passport.
my body.
No, I wouldn't.
Change my outfit, change my hair, change
Yeah.
my body.
I'd shit myself.
Wait 30 years,
Transgender.
then try to reintroduce myself to the ones that I loved.
As somebody else.
But as somebody else, and see if I can convince them to love me as this other person.
As somebody else.
But like
'Cause
as
since
the
they
new
did
dad.
before.
Yeah. Like as the new husband.
So
or
you'd
as the
meet
new
your
dad.
wife again 30
Yeah,
years
and I'd take her
down
on
the
dates and
line.
she'd be like, there's something so familiar and safe about you.
Yeah, you shit yourself a lot.
I'd
Yeah.
be like, I don't know what you're talking
My
about.
husband used to shit his pants.
Yeah. And my kids, like, we'd start a business together,
Yeah.
but,
I've-
he wouldn't know I'm the
I've
dad.
met
And we
your
talk
brother,
shit
your
on me all the
dad,
time.
your youngest. You'll
Yeah.
never not look. Are you gonna get like all kinds of facial surgeries and get your head shrunken?
Maybe it'd be kind of like a fancy of mine to do that. I'm
And
not
a
gonna
skull
shrink
reduction.
my head, but I'll wear like a cowboy hat or something.
He always wears a tin.
When
the
it'll
only way
fit.
to make your head look smaller.
Maybe like this really freaking handsome cowboy
Yeah.
come in here.
He eats horse.
Yeah, he started helping out around the farm. You know, they'd have a
He'll
farm.
just grow his hair out super
But they
long,
know,
like one
like,
of those fry
you know,
guys.
the first time you go to like, you like something happens, you get gas and wash your hair out. They're like,
I'd have to change a
Conrad?
lot about myself.
could
I'd have
you?
to.
Could
Yeah,
you?
I think I could. Because I'd be new. I'd be north
You wouldn't want to do that. 'cause
northwest Conrad.
What if your wife loved you even more? Like she couldn't stop
Oh,
blowing you or
man.
something.
Oh,
And she'd
she'd
lie to you and
recognize-
say like, "Oh, I've always loved to do this. My first husband that left, I love," and you're like, "Stupid."
oh yeah, she would do the same
What if
stuff.
she told
She'd
stories
still-
like how she used to cheat on her first husband and blow
Yeah.
like blow all his friends?
Yeah,
and
and like,
stuff?
"Oh my god, I'm so happy he's gone."
I think I'd have to wait long enough to where that wouldn't bother me anymore.
Like,
You know
how
what I
long
mean?
would that be?
Because the trick is,
How long would it be?
like
if you
20
found out-
years.
Okay,
3-4 weeks.
yeah.
that's what he would do. He would try to come back after.
But
a
the thing
month,
is, with my wife, it wouldn't be. It would be
cut
like
his hair and get a tattoo and come back.
you would miss the annoying things, but you'd think that they would have changed those too. Like, oh, he left because I was being so annoying. They wouldn't change.
But not if you died or off or whatever you're.
But if I come back into their life as a new person that they don't know it's me, she would still do the same thing. She'd be like, "Hey, are you hungry?" I'm like, "No, I'm good." She's like, "So you're not gonna eat?" It's like, How many times do you want me to say this? You know, we'd have that run around talk every.
I was gonna
Conrad,
say,
you
like,
need nourishment.
You do need nourishment.
30 minutes back in would be like
Here, That's the
just
key.
like fucking before.
I know I couldn't last. I got a little bit nourishment
You
here.
get some nourishment.
So what
in
if you came back like 5 years later and your wife was super successful, your kids are doing amazing, and
She
you
was
just learned
happily
that
married to
you were the anchor
Shannon.
holding them back?
Yeah. Sometimes I
Yeah.
feel like I am.
Well, duh.
Right.
Roll those dice, baby.
Yeah. I think it's time. And you haven't been to the Grand Canyon.
I have
And
not.
your kid has cornrows. Let's get the hell out of here.
Here's something. Steve has spent so much money at the El Dorado Walmart that the manager canceled one of his orders because he thought it was free.
This is too big.
Well,
of an
they're not
order.
used to having people that can pay for everything.
He's
in one
already
time.
out Walmart,
Out Walmarted?
Walmarted
Yeah.
El Dorado, man.
Yeah.
They're fucking
I
with us
fucking love
again.
Sorry, we're closed down.
Steve, next time you go on a trip like that, invite us.
An El Dorado Walmart is.
The hardest to close.
Yeah.
No,
down.
that one's it's almost a brand new one.
I know, but El Dorado. People used to just call El Dorado Walmart.
That's
Yeah.
true.
For like
I'm
a
going to Walmart.
We've done that several times. He
Steve,
also asked
I
if
call
the
it the
Glacier
gas station
Blue.
stop or the.
This is probably the Skidman. The Glacier Blue deeper than the toilet water.
Yeah, it's
It
bluer.
is.
It's a bluer than
Yeah.
that.
Steve also ordered teen milk with that order. That's
Yeah, he was just
Couldn't be
ordering all the.
another
Right.
Close it down.
Do you guys have any of the Bill Cosby
Campfire,
sleepy fun dip?
campfire snacks.
You guys got to do Colorado
Bill
campfires?
Cosby, you got any of that Bill Cosby NyQuil chicken?
Because you see, you gotta get the sleepy time in there with blah. That's all
I would
gotta
like some
say.
NyQuil chicken tonight. I'm gonna have some. You guys all do the same.
Sleepy time with NyQuil chicken and the rest of medicine.
And if you're around the farm, I did have the quarter cow, which I didn't know I could stick it all in there. It
Yeah.
fit barely. We still got some hogging, which I should bring down.
Oh, and we
You know,
are
I
gonna,
changed one of mine to the first time that I found out girls poop.
Yeah, that was big for you. That was recent.
Huge. That was the when
That
I,
was
yeah, I
huge.
was in my 20s.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's pretty recent. That is a big thing.
Sorry.
It's weird they bleed every month. I'm still freaked out about that.
And only women bleed.
Yeah.
Alice Cooper said that.
And we're going to be going to an Alice Cooper concert
Free chili.
on Saturday,
Yep.
so we will not be here on Friday.
Right.
And we're buying a building on Wednesday, hopefully.
It's yeah.
Hopefully.
Hopefully
And-
it's bought. We
Yeah.
closed quotation. Put
Close
money
on
into
it.
it. Closed
I
up
like
on
that
Wednesday.
Dave's barbecue is closed now, so you have no competition.
There's 2 places, but that is not. It's not real competition.
No.
They're good. They're
The
nice
Town
people.
and Country
great.
looks like they might be competition,
Yeah.
but I do like that you're sitting in a gas station parking lot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're right on the corner, baby. It's
Yeah,
beautiful.
right on the corner.
It's gonna be great. So if we do close
I
on
went and
it,
checked
then
it out this weekend.
we will work on that.
Me and
We-
your dad.
We
Yeah.
have no idea when we're going to open, but I mean, we're counting on everybody to come down and strap on their tool belts, just their tool belts, and help out.
It's gonna be fun.
Nice.
Decorating.
Do you guys have wheelchair accessibility?
No, dude. And there's a lot of
I'll work
Fuck the
outside. then.
handicaps.
Yeah.
Fuck those handicaps.
there's a
I'm
lot
not
of
sure
things
what-
handicapped
This is
can't
America,
do. Yeah.
by the way.
We will
So,
serve you out there.
Yeah,
Sir.
we'll gladly feed you.
Stay in your fucking car.
Yeah,
But
but there's.
if you guys want me to help, I was just.
Oh, that's true. We need him in one.
I'm sorry.
We have a hoist. You didn't ask about a hoist. We can
Didn't
hoist your
paint
ass
the
in
roof.
there.
You can get up there and
For sure.
slip and slide around on your
For
leg.
sure. Yeah,
The hot roof.
for sure. Hot tin roof.
It's gonna be fun. Take a dump
That
on it.
roof looks pretty new. I don't know. Does it need
Oh, it's
painted?
No.
yeah. It needs painted because it's not blue.
Hey, we got
True.
a drive-through
It's green.
helper.
It's green.
We
It's
got
not
a
the right
drive-through
one.
helper
we
here.
don't know if we're going to have a drive-through. We have the old style fryer with.
I think you guys
the
could.
liquid,
You just
not
open the
air.
garage door out front and call
No, I'm
that
just,
the
I'm just,
drive-through.
Yeah,
I'm
we
just
could
saying
call
that
that a
Casey's
pull-up.
here in the drive-through,
gonna be-
offering to help.
We thought about a lot of things. We thought
We have a
about.
drive-through helper.
I think if you guys had a car hop thing out there at one of the pumps, would be awesome.
That's true.
Strap on them skates, boy.
Yeah.
It's gonna be. There's a lot of ideas, and when you guys come down, we'll walk you through them, so you got a better vision of the vision.
I don't get how you're going to bowl in there. I don't know if this is back to the
Outdoor.
original. Okay.
Double
Outdoor bowling.
vision. Yeah, we went to bocce ball
Yeah,
instead of bowling.
it's
Yeah,
duck bowling mixed with Chinamen
That's right.
as pins.
You guys still gonna do Segway Sundays, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. The
Bring your own
community accepts
Segway
it.
in.
Get
Have a
your own
Segway
Sunday.
rally.
The
Followed
community
by
abides.
Unicycle Mondays.
Coming in hot.
And yeah, if you want to go into and look at our menu, which is beautiful,
Yeah.
That's a good idea. And it doesn't say menu; it says nourishment.
It will say nourishment for sure.
Pick a nourishment,
Also,
List of nourishments.
and then on the bottom say or a honey pot.
yeah, pick a honey pot. If I could ask everybody that is
Will you have
listening,
a
and
honey
this goes to Steve, and Chris, if you want to do me a favor, this is
Yeah.
something that we're thinking about. If you want to have some sort of fun thing to tie the show into some sort of commercial, like "Welcome to OK Taco,"
Yeah.
home of Carp in the Tub, or whatever you want to say. If you want to say it, I'll put it up
The
behind.
roaring gay 50s.
Sure.
Yeah.
Anything you want to say, I'll put it behind a music bed,
Mhm.
and then we have been getting songs, stuff
I
for the
write
show.
your jingle.
Yeah, we'll
jingles.
just
Yeah.
freeze whatever
Okay,
food and ship
taco.
it out to you.
Like, hi, I'm Burt Reynolds,
Yeah.
and I love OK Taco.
Right.
Before my untimely death, I used to eat here 3 to 4 times a week.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Anything you guys come up with,
That
it's
seems extreme. but
somewhat
okay.
short. It didn't have to be short.
I'll
but
get some of my
let's-
Indian
We're
friends.
gonna mix them in
to-
our OK Taco
Let's
radio.
keep
that'll be
it to
playing
about
the whole
15,
time.
20 seconds. And
Yeah.
then we have different kinds of music that's just going to be on, in the
The
background.
speakers, yeah.
You go into Whataburger and they got country music playing. You get
Yeah.
your burger, you sit down, whatever. And
They
you
do not
might
have country music.
you might hear them.
Yeah, they do.
How's
Yeah,
your
Whataburger,
possum?
they
In
definitely do.
Oklahoma, okay,
Yeah.
sorry.
Ah, this is smoke. I used to get so hangry I'd run over a man.
There
And
you
then
go.
sometimes you're listening to Sonic Radio.
Right.
There's McDonald's Radio.
Are you
There's
guys
a
gonna
good
do
one.
that?
Yeah.
You're listening to Sonic Radio.
Yeah, we are.
Eat local,
That was
Sonic.
That was the Boomer Cruiser.
The Boomer Cruisers here.
It's just gonna be Shannon in the back with a mic singing about people in the restaurant.
Yeah.
There'll be a lot of that.
Bad
Come
bitch
on in
needs to
now
hurry
for a
up and order.
Boomer's Blast.
It's gonna be crazy and
Have an
nuts,
okay day.
86 Colorado fires.
so- we'll see what happens. Wednesday.
Well, I'm starting a pot shop at Dave's Barbecue, so I need a place, an indoor grow. So
And once I don't know, then it's like, we'll just be down there. So we got to talk about the show. We
So are you
talked
guys not going to do the trailer no more? Is that what that means? Or
Trailer's
Mhm.
going to be part of the building.
I was going to say, are you guys going to park it out there?
Yeah, there's a
Yeah,
big
it'll be out
idea.
there.
There's a big idea with that, and
But we need
Don't-
right now.
Are
we
you
wanna
guys
give
trying
them
to do a McDonald's Playland with
we
it?
don't want to give you all the ideas
all the ideas. But
on
we,
the show.
we need help. I mean, as far as
and
we're
they're not
gonna-
all patent yet.
Yeah.
because the quicker we have these small ideas, and some of them are big, but most of it because
Dennis Rodman Mondays.
that's what we're doing.
Yeah.
Hopefully, most of it will be handled. But if you get a fire up your ass hole, come out and grab a paint bucket or help us with the electrical or just look around and give us other stupid ideas
Yeah.
that maybe we haven't thought
Well,
of.
there's gonna be some Amy talking that need to go on.
A lot of stuff that has to happen there. I got a flagpole that I need bolts taken out of and bent down and a rope put up. I thought Zach could do that. Zach
Mhm.
could help us with electric.
And then the
Yeah.
flag. We need a right flag.
We need
I don't know if ISIS still sells theirs or
Right.
we could
No,
just.
is it PHLAG?
we need to make that. And Eric,
Because I'll be your man on that.
Yeah.
these two guys that like each other so bad, they can do some woodworking because
Mhm.
they both got woodworking shops.
We could also do the car wash.
Oh, raise money that way.
Sudsy
For
Budsies.
sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
Gotta
Yep.
get that hardwood working.
As long as you wear the Juneteenth
Davenport,
tea bags.
Oklahoma has
You
no
got that
idea
hot
Well,
what's
and
wood.
I'll
coming
switch my Make-A-Wish
and what's going
to
to happen.
help
They have
get
no
people to come
idea.
help there instead of going to like the Super Bowl like I was
Oh
going
yeah,
for this
they
year.
don't need to watch a bunch of overpaid,
Dumbasses. Run
dumbasses
around a pole.
complain about being overpaid. Come
Hello
on
and
down.
welcome back to another exciting episode of Hardwood.
Push your wheelchair next to our door. We'll
Yep.
gladly bring you something
Come and
out.
knock on our door. We'll be waiting for you.
Handicap
If
accessible.
you have any other ideas, I'm looking at you, Steve and Chris. If you got like a favorite song, we'll put it in the mix for
Yeah,
you.
definitely on
But
the playlist.
if you want to grab your
I thought
phone,
you guys would just do the
grab your phone and record something silly,
Northern
and then
Exposure
send it out to
soundtrack
us,
the
and
whole time.
I'll mix it, I'll clean it up, and then we'll put it in the mix,
That's
and then
true.
everybody
It'll be
will
on
hear
finally
your
have
sweet
a
commercial.
fucking place to do it. You haven't even talked
It's-
about
I
it.
love it.
We've talked about so much else though.
I know, but
But when we get to soundtracks, it's going to be all
Hi,
the goofy
I'm
stuff.
Ted Danson, and when I'm around Davenport, Oklahoma, I stop at OK Taco.
It's going to be so subliminal when people are in there. They won't even know.
They will hear it. We're gonna put carp in the tub.
They'll catch it every once in a while.
I'm gonna do Big Bottom. Big Bottom.
No,
No one
it's
will
Fat Bottom Girl.
Talk
Nope,
about
Big Bottom. Spinal Tap.
my
And I-
girls got them. Yeah,
Yeah.
buddy.
It'll be in the background, and then if someone actually catches it, they'll be like, "What?
Yeah, they'll catch it.
That's awesome."
That's a free meal, sir.
No free
Earworm.
bills,
still
by the
think
way.
you're missing out on. You better at least do like Northern Exposure Thursdays. I don't know.
Oh, we'll
We
definitely
will have the theme song
yeah.
playing.
Well, I know that's what I'm saying. All day Thursday,
and that's when I'll wear a lot of flannel.
or at least when people walk in the door, it resets
Oh yeah,
it to
you
that every
gotta wear
time, and
the
then it maybe
flannel
starts
there,
a new
don't you
thing.
know, eh?
Have yourself a moose knuckle.
There's a lot of things coming down the pike, and basically we're going to be extremely, extremo busy.
Mhm.
So
Let me tell you about the hodag.
We're also got to build. We're gonna have to build a studio.
Get a
So you have to
Wagner's-
go down there and see it.
Get a Wagner sprayer.
I've got like 4.
I don't think they should do spray tans.
I've got one at your house, I think. I don't
It's
know.
at your house.
I got
Maybe
one at
one
my
out back
house,
here,
but
maybe
not
still.
mine.
That's yours.
No, that was Dad's.
Then it's here. So I
It's
brought
here.
it here.
So I got a sprayer
Maybe.
Yeah,
here.
maybe in case maybe you have it.
Well, yeah, it
Nope.
got sold.
I didn't sell it yet.
Okay, good. I'll take it.
Yeah.
I need to take it home because I've
Yeah,
been wondering where it was.
I'll figure out what the going rate on them is and let you know.
It might not work.
Yeah.
But I got a backup.
I don't
I've
think
got
he
2 of them.
cleaned it, so that is true. It
I
might not
cleaned it.
work.
It didn't work when I tried it. I had to clean it to start it, but got it going. Sprayed that garage, man.
There you go.
That was dumb.
Like 19 layers of paint on the roof. I
Oh.
like that. I remember that.
So much.
Painted
much
the
paint.
inside of the doors. That was nice.
Painted everything. Fucking love painting.
We could tell. It took you like 6 weeks. You came down covered in it every time.
Yeah, I'm perfectionist. So
No,
anyways,
he's just a naked painter.
it's gonna be a good time, and we won't be here next Friday. So
Yeah.
that's big. That's the big
That's
thing.
that's
The
big
immediate
news.
future.
We do have an Alice Cooper wedding.
event. Yeah, a white wedding to go to. So we'll be doing that, and then we'll be hopefully every day at the diner. So we'll see. There's an air show today. You guys can watch it tomorrow too. It's here locally. So
Yeah.
if you're
Get
local,
out, get
do
out
that.
and support the Blue Thunders.
Boo.
Ah.
Airwolf,
A lot of people that love water there.
water for people.
Water.
It's a free event.
So with don't let your meatloaf, everybody. There's a carp in the tub. Have a great day. Thank you for listening. Feelings will be hurt.
Later, buddy.
This water tank must be French. It says non-potable. Smurfinitis.